during the international break. So where next? talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Crook has been speaking with those close to him.
They were saying to me, if he goes anywhere at the end of the season, don't be surprised if it is back to Spain. Don't be surprised if it is to Athletic Club, as you say, a club that he supported as a boy. He made a lot of appearances for them. The Edin Terzic situation, I guess, is a bit of a fly in the ointment, but we're going to watch this with close interest.
Former Dortmund boss Marco Rose has emerged as the lead contender to replace Iraola. talkSPORT understands Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna is another potential option. Manchester United will appeal the red card shown to Lisandro Martinez for hair pulling. Michael Carrick labelled the decision as shocking, saying the game's gone if that's a sending off. But talkSPORT's Simon Jordan reckons it's a needless offence.
I think they're all at it on the field, but you don't pull someone's hair. It's really simple. Play the game as it's meant to be played, which is ultimately, if you foul somebody, there's a consequence for it. And if the fouling of a player means that you pull their hair, and the rule book is pretty specific, which you wouldn't have read, you wouldn't have paid attention to. You'll just have a whine about it when it comes on top.
As for Leeds, 6 points clear of danger. Next up for them, Wolves at home on Saturday afternoon. Defeat for the bottom side, paired with West Ham avoiding defeat at Palace on Monday night live on talkSPORT, would see them relegated. On to tonight's action then. Arne Slot counting on an early goal to change the momentum in their Champions League last 8 meeting with PSG. Liverpool trailed 2-0 heading into the second leg. Slot's not ruling out a spectacular turnaround.
Yes, there's a belief that we can do special things tomorrow, but we also need to be very, 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 very special tomorrow to achieve that.
talkSPORT takes you around the grounds for all the goals as they go in. Ipswich go to Portsmouth in our live and exclusive commentary over on talkSPORT 2.
talkSPORT News.
The Iran war will hit the UK the worst out of the world's largest economies, and a student has appeared in court charged with murdering his housemate. Sinead has more in half an hour.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. The season's changing, so get your car's shim pads and studs checked for spring with a free vehicle safety check. Book in centre or at quickfit.com today.
Sunny across northern and eastern areas. Across the southwest, cloud and rain moving slowly northeastwards as we head into the evening.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Champions League Drive with me, Andy Goldstein. I think Win the Dog might be about today.
It's Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Hey. Oh, maybe not.
Hey, he went at Old Trafford last night, was he? And you know what? I apologise, Leeds fans. I got it wrong. So wrong.
Yeah, we both got it wrong.
No, you got
You're
slapped.
disgraced.
No, you got slapped.
Shake your face. By Jingo, we've got a show for you today. Andoni Iraola has announced he's leaving Bournemouth this summer, so what next for the Cherries? And would you have him at your club? We'll also be asking whether a haircut is always a red card. Mad decision as Man United were cheated out of a victory against rivals Leeds.
Slapped.
We were slapped. And we'll also bring you all the build-up to tonight's Champions League action as Liverpool looks for another European miracle at Anfield. And Smudger Adam Smith joins us for The Voice as we bring you everything from the world of boxing this week. All that plus, of course, we'll be discussing the best players that could get relegated from the Premier League this season, Tottenham. And we'll look ahead to a big old night of football in the EFL. What a great show. It's Drive, it's talkSPORT. We'd love for you to get involved. It's very simple today. Pick up the phone, give us a call. 03717 223344. If you do that, you will be heard by over 1.7 million people today. Get dialing. I'd like to meet up with Win the Dog just to see how he's been looked after. And also, if Man City win at the weekend, does he ask for a transfer, like 800 chewy sticks to go to Man City?
Well, because they win.
Because they win. How are you, D? I should stop talking about winning after last night's debacle. Yeah, shut up, Win.
Yeah.
Where were you last night?
Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, you got slapped in it. That was. It should have been 5-0 at half time. 5.
Yeah, it should have been.
Carrick still the right man for the job?
Well, this is what I've been saying. I was thinking about this. Like, we could talk about this ever so briefly. I was thinking about this yesterday and quite. When you've got a manager who's like an interim manager, right to the end of the season, you don't really sort of not care. That's the wrong word. But like when you lose a game like that, it's like. I'm less emotional after losing a game like that because Carrick's like, is he there? Is he not? Whereas if Carrick was full time, now I'd be sitting there going, is he the right man? Is he the right? But you sort of go.
I know what you mean because you're thinking, well, Worst case scenario, someone else comes in anyway.
Yeah, it's not his team.
Yeah.
I still, you don't want to lose, and you don't want to lose to Leeds. You don't want to lose at home, and you don't want to lose when you're trying to get Champions League football. That's not guaranteed.
If it's fun as it was,
yeah,
and it was fun. And again, I apologise to Leeds fans because I thought.
Yeah, me too. Everyone did, right?
Yeah,
Even Leeds fans didn't think they'd get a victory last night.
Incredible performance, right? It almost, even though it's you and it's United, it's because of what's going on at Arsenal. I still can't take that much pleasure. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, Man United got beat. When I sat there last night and thought about it, well, what?
If we were 7 points off the lead, then I'd be sitting there going,
oh, you're chasing us down. I'd be like, oh, my goodness. Now,
our season was over months ago, right?
I'm like, oh, really?
It's all about Champions League for us. If we get it, fantastic.
Yeah.
If we don't, I'll be gutted.
It's close, by the way.
I know it is, yeah. The game against Chelsea.
I thought you had a nice gap.
Yeah. Well, we should have done after that.
Yeah.
By the way, I got text last night. I've not heard for the fella from 3 months. Darren Lewis, Liverpool fan. I honestly thought something fell on him.
Yeah.
And he was trapped, right? Your old man. I've not heard, little Darren Lewis at the back there. I've not heard from him for months and months. All of a sudden we lose last night. And I thought, the day before Liverpool played PSG in the Champions League, you're texting me here, laughing emojis.
Would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if Liverpool beat PSG?
What?
At Anfield.
Beat them or go through?
Go through.
Yeah, I'd be stunned. I'd be stunned.
Yeah, mate.
There's only so many times you can go under the lights at Anfield.
I get it.
Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever.
Listen, PSG, for me, are probably the best team on the planet.
They've got one of my favourite players as well.
Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. But you never know. Like,
you don't know. But I just don't know if you know, I tell you what it is, that never know. It's a little bit like when it's the North London derby and you go, form goes out the window. I don't think it does nowadays.
I don't think at that level it does. But if Liverpool get a goal first, early, then it's like, oh, here we go.
Okay, I expect PSG to score at least
Me
one
too.
goal, and that's 3-0.
100%. If Liverpool score first...
Do you think they will? So
no,
goal's key, right?
Key, but I still think PSG will... Liverpool might win the game tonight, but as you said, Liverpool will... I think Liverpool could win the game tonight, but PSG will go through because they'll still score.
Yeah. A lot depends on who he picks.
Yeah.
On his slot. We'll have team news, by the way, in tonight's show.
I wonder if he starts Rio. I think he has to.
I wonder if he starts Salah.
Yeah, I'd start both of them. Rio Gamo on the left, Salah on the right. Verts in the 10.
These are the games where if you've got Mohamed Salah, even if he's not been pulling up trees recently, these are the games where you
Lovely finish against Fulham, though.
Yeah, you go, listen, PSG at home, Champions League, step up tonight. It's your last season.
We'll do for Isaac as well. He's been one as well. I'm thinking, not that much. Because Ekatiko has been good this season, but he's fell off a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has been a bit quiet. Yeah,
be interesting. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that in the last hour. Build up to that game, of course. As I said, we'll have team news ahead of that. We'll talk about the madness with regards to the hair pulling and Manchester United and Leeds in hour 2. But we're going to start with Andoni Iraola. He's leaving Bournemouth. Good question. Would you have him at your club?
Ball running through to Scott, who's running through the centre. He's charging through the middle and he slammed it home. Alex Scott scores for Bournemouth.
He's just remarkable what he's done there. He will manage at a much bigger club, a Champions League club.
I think this guy is the real deal at Bournemouth.
I think he's been a stability really throughout these last couple of years and just shows that the club's going in the right direction.
Lovely football from Bournemouth, the kind of free-flowing play that we've become used to seeing under Andoni Iraola.
Yes, Bournemouth have confirmed that their manager, Andoni Iraola, will leave the club when his deal expires in the summer. The club wanted to keep him, but he has decided to move on. He has been linked to Athletic Bilbao, and under Iraola, Bournemouth have finished 12th and then 9th with a record points total of 56. Currently, they are 11th in the Premier League on 45 points. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent Alex Cook joined H&J earlier on, and he was asked where Iraola could go next.
My understanding, he's actually turned down the Tottenham job last summer before Thomas Frank was appointed. He's been linked with Manchester United as well because of the job he's done at the Vitality. But they were saying to me, if he goes anywhere at the end of the season, don't be surprised if it is back to Spain. Don't be surprised if it is to Athletic Club, as you say, a club that he supported as a boy. He made a lot of appearances for them. The Edin Terzic situation, I guess, is a bit of a fly in the ointment, but we're going to watch this with close interest. He may well still be a target for Manchester United if they decide to appoint him in the Premier League, but I'm not sure he's particularly high on their wanted list at this moment in time. There's obvious connections with Liverpool if Arne Slot was to go, because Richard Hughes was a sporting director who brought Iraola to Bournemouth.
Firstly, how highly do you rate Iraola?
Yeah, I think he's brilliant. I think he's a good coach, really, really good coach. You see what he's done to certain players, bringing them in, and then what they've gone for and how decent they've been. I'm a big fan of his. The football that they play is exciting. I'm not quite sure what his ceiling is until we get there. Like a lot of people would have said about Thomas Frank going to Spurs, that didn't work.
Even like Graham Potter when he left Brighton, right?
Yeah, you don't know what their ceilings are, but I love the football that he plays. like I said, the development of certain players under his watch, the likes of, is it Huijsen that went to Juventus, went to Real Madrid? Obviously, he lost Solanke as well. His recruitment's been good. What he did for Semenyo as well. I just think he seems Zabani went to PSG. He lost Kirkes. He's lost good players, and yet he still kept them competitive. And you look at the team they've got now, there's going to be one or two of their own players that are going to probably move on as well. But I'm a big fan of his. I'm a real big fan of his. I think he could definitely go to the next level. What that level is, I don't know, but I think he's top. I think he's top draw.
When let's talk about the next level for a moment. There are some managers like Eddie Howe did an unbelievable job at Bournemouth. I know eventually it didn't work out for him, but still, what he did in his time there, he's considered an absolute legend. And then his next level was Newcastle. Now, no disrespect, but his next level wasn't the top level. It wasn't the City, wasn't the Arsenal, wasn't Man United, wasn't Chelsea, wasn't the big one. Do you think that Iraola's next level will be the Newcastle level or the top six, top of the table level?
It might be top six because for whatever it is, it's young English coaches like Eddie Howe. I know. Listen, Liam Racine is a rare example because he was in a situation, the Blue Co ownership group model, which moved him into that role, Chelsea role. But predominantly, young English coaches don't get those jobs, do they? They don't get the top jobs. The Arsenals, the United, City. It just doesn't happen.
No.
Because Andoni Iraola, I feel Spanish. He'll probably get one of those jobs. Just because it seems more of a sexier appointment. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of the football he plays, he probably got a great when he does the he does his interviews, he's got the pie charts and all that. That's how we're going to play. So I listen. I think he's top quality. Again, we won't know how good he is until he goes to that next level. But certainly the way that his teams play are exciting. It doesn't matter who they come up against. They don't really park the bus. They play not one brand of football, but it's exciting. It's on the front foot. They try and cause teams problem. They go to try and win games. They come to the Emirates at the weekend. And they're almost like, we can believe we could beat Arsenal.
Yeah.
Go straight at Arsenal, ultimately get the 3 points. Yeah, I think he's top draw.
What clubs, I should say, would be looking for him? Let's talk about my club. We still don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Potentially, yeah.
Do you think it's too big? We're talking about one of the biggest jobs in world football, right?
But this is where I think people's kind of expectations need to change. And I think you said it yesterday, is that I get it. When you're at a club like Man United, which is one of the biggest in the world, you can't hide that fact. Everyone's like, yeah, we need a big name manager. Well, who? Like Man United have had them. You're not going to have Jose back.
No.
Thomas Tuchel potentially, but he just signed a new contract with England, so that's not going to happen. Ancelotti maybe, but is he still the Ancelotti?
That's not long term.
Not long term. You're not going to get Conte. So that type of manager that we expected, where there seem to be loads of them, it's almost like we're looking for the next.
Yeah, super manager.
Yeah, so I don't see why Andoni Iraola can't get to Man United or wherever and then be that next manager. Because the moment he gets there and wins, I wouldn't say he's elevated to it because Arne Slot's probably an example of that. But he put himself in a bracket by winning the Premier League title.
Yeah.
So you need to find something from somewhere.
What next for Bournemouth? Early names linked: Kieran McKenna.
No, he won't leave.
Former Dortmund, I can't believe I've mentioned him. Former Dortmund boss Marco Reus, Edin Terzic, who got Dortmund to the Champions League final.
Yeah.
What sort of level will they be looking at? Another, maybe a former Premier League manager? We've just seen Thomas Frank get the bullet.
Yeah, maybe. It'd be a good appointment. It's such a tough one because, Kieran McKenna obviously is managed Ipswich. He's been in the Premier League before.
Took them down.
Yeah, but also took them
not
up.
Forget that.
Yep.
Took them. He got side relegated from the Premier League.
He did, yeah. He had back-to-back promotions. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go back up again.
Yeah, but let's not just gloss over the fact he did get a team demoted.
No, but listen,
relegated.
Yeah, okay, but he took them back.
What's the most recent thing he's done? Get a team.
The
most recent thing he's done.
He's getting a team into the playoffs. At the minute, as we speak.
No.
Automatic.
No. At the end of the season, if you did everything in chronological order, the last thing he did was get Ipswich relegated from the Premier League. Let's have it right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
You're an idiot. But no, yeah, I think there's going to be plenty of suitors for Chelsea would be a good one for him, Andoni Iraola.
Yeah.
Because
what's happened to your mate LinkedIn Liam?
No, listen. I wish Liam all the best. You know that.
You just want him sacked?
No, I don't want him sacked. But the noise and what I'm hearing from Chelsea fans
and the results,
and the performances, and sometimes the press conferences, Chelsea fans are just like, no,
I've had enough.
No, I've had enough.
Yeah. So I don't know if he would want to go to a basket case of a club like Chelsea.
Chelsea, man, it's one of the biggest clubs in the world.
I know it is, but
I always think in that type of opportunity, that might not come again. I know he wants to go Bilbao because he's Basque. I understand that.
Yeah.
But when clubs like Chelsea come on the market, right, these don't come around too often. So if it's there, you've got to take it.
Yeah, maybe.
Whether you feel ready or not.
Maybe.
A little bit Amorim, Man United. Didn't want to go then, want to go at the end of the season. They said, no, you need to come now. And he thought, well, do you know what?
He won't come around.
He ain't come around again. I'm going now.
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't have. Right, we'll take your calls on that. We are doing Man United at 5. We'll build up to Liverpool in Champions League action tonight. We'll have team news as well in the final hour, so stick around for that. And all the normal bits and pieces sprinkled in between now and 7 o'clock. We're going to start off by taking your calls. Would you have Iraola at your club? And also Bournemouth fans, how do you feel about his departure? And who do you want next? 03717 223344. Dial that. You could be next live on Drive on talkSPORT.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, okay, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Andy Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next. Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
You work for me. I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right to not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
what a tune, what a group. Well done, Jack.
Beastie Boys, right?
Oh, my God.
I mean, Jack, next Beastie Boys, right?
Beastie Boys.
Hey, the next Beastie Boys is Intergalactic. That's the
That's
banger.
very heavy, but a great tune.
Yeah, that's the banger.
Intergalactic, when I first started Drive, so you know, the reason...
Is this a clean version?
You know the sports bar's got the Oasis track in it, so that's the reason because I went. So when I joined Drive, I was like, let's go with new music for it, and so the one I chose was the one you just
Intergalactic.
mentioned, Beastie Boys, and it sounded great. I think we used it about 4 times,
And we got told off for it.
I think they were like, you can't use it; it's got to be generic music, otherwise it costs us a fortune.
No, yeah, that Intergalactic man's a
Great
track.
tune, great tune. You listen to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, in partnership with Giacomo, style and brands for every man. By the way, welcome aboard Giacomo, our new sponsor of the show. Bit of Giacomo-age, like that. Well done, nice.
So, I was, from earlier, I was on the Giacomo website, right?
Yeah.
And first, I put in Giacomo to have a look.
Yeah.
It said men's clothing in sizes. What do you think it goes up to?
Right, now here's the misconception. So it used to be just for oversized men.
Yeah.
Now it's you and me, mediums and smalls and extra smalls.
Correct.
So it does do everything.
What do you think it's
Can I say, this is not a paid feature. We're just talking about this, right? We're just riffing. Largest it goes up to 5 times XL.
So size is S, small,
Yeah.
to 6XL.
6.
I'd love to have a look at how big that is.
I think you can camp in that. 6XL.
Oh, I'm not even going to repeat what it's
You know, in America.
Yeah.
So when you buy golf shirts.
Yeah.
A lot of the traditional American brands like Nike, not so much of it when you're in America, they go up to big numbers.
Yeah, man. 6X. I need just to have a look at what that looks like.
Well, I'm sure the lovely people at Giacomo will send us in a 6XL.
I'll wear it one day. I wonder if they do dungarees.
Oh, I'd love to see you in a pair of Giacomo dungarees.
Yeah, why not?
But I'm led to believe that if we choose something from the Giacomo website, and I know you've got your eye on some Apple products, but if we choose some clothes from it, apparently we can have them for free.
Get the nod.
Have a little look on the website. I like that.
Yeah.
Good work. Still to come, we'll be joined, of course, by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Just quickly, Arsenal and Chelsea both want Newcastle left back Lewis Hall in the summer. I'll take him.
Yeah.
I think we were looking at him as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
I like Luke Shaw, but... Oh, no.
At some point, you know what I mean? He's got to move on from him.
Napoli's owner has called for football matches to be shortened from 90 minutes to 50 minutes in a bid to keep the younger generation interested in the sport. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You need your head examined if that's the answer to the problems.
Embarrassing. Especially, he owns, obviously, Napoli, in charge of Napoli. That fan base.
Do you know what? Joe, one day this week, can we do that? And we'll only open the lines for kids aged 22 and under. Do you want football to be 15 minutes long?
Sorry, Joe, you know you said the name of that 6XL. Someone's even put there. Someone's got to cater for who you said as well.
I mean, that joke doesn't mind unless you say
Oh, there you go.
You are a crookie.
I didn't say it.
I've only told one. It did go to an A court. talkSPORT chief correspondent. Right, it's time now for this.
Get the nod on talkSPORT with Giacomo. Style and brands for every man.
Yeah, we've got the finals in a moment. But first, time to look back at the Premier League and who we think deserves more recognition with Giacomo. This could be a player who made their mark over the weekend, maybe didn't win man of the match, but we should give him a special mention. So it's me and Benny. We're going to choose ours. I'll go for mine first, if that's all right. I've gone for the fullback for Man City, Nico O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
It was obviously Shirky that got all the plaudits for their victory over the weekend, but he scored a goal. For me, if it's not Luke Shaw, and there's an argument, of course, I'm a little bit biased, he should start Nico O'Reilly for England. I think he's a fantastic player.
Luke Shaw?
No, I'm just saying there's a bias for me. I should be saying Luke Shaw, right?
Yeah.
All right. But I'm just saying, it's very rare that you get not just a young fullback who plays with bundles of experience, but someone that, when he goes forward, doesn't look out of place in the penalty area and scores goals. I think he's such an important player for City. I think he's fantastic. He's got no ceiling, that kid.
No, he's going to go to the top.
Yeah, who you going for?
So I've gone for, last night's game, 2-1 leads. I mean, Okafor took all the plaudits, caused 2 goals. But I thought Tanaka, before he went off injured, he was brilliant. I mean, he controlled the midfield. He worked hard. He probably should have scored if it weren't for good defending from him. It was / good defending from Martinez and a bad third touch from Tanaka. But I thought in the middle of the park, him and Ampadu were brilliant. So I'm going to go Tanaka.
Okay, good work. That was all thanks to our wonderful friends at Giacomo.
Get the nod on talkSPORT with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo.
Right, we're taking your calls on all things Andoni Iraola. Would you have him at your club? And if you're a Bournemouth fan, how gutted are you that he could be leaving? Malcolm. Good name. Malcolm's an Arsenal fan. Malcolm.
Oh, Darren, all right, Andy?
How are you, my friend?
Mate, you all right?
Yeah, not bad. I'd have him at Arsenal in a heartbeat.
What, now? Now?
Yeah, yeah, even tomorrow.
Wow. Go on.
The reason being is, Arteta's done a fantastic job at Arsenal, changing the culture of the club, exactly like Gareth Southgate did at England. He can't get us over the line just like Gareth Southgate, so it needs a change.
Malcolm, my only thing with that, and listen, it's I mean, you're well entitled to your opinion, of course, but we don't know if Areola could get you over the line yet.
No, you don't know, but he scored 2 late goals at Bournemouth to win the match, and he's had us over at the Emirates. He tactically was above Arteta, I believe. And every time at this time of the season, Arteta seems to change our tactics. We seem to go defensive.
Yeah, I mean,
rather than not playing the way they got us
do you know what it is? I think it's just the nerves. I'm not even sure it's from a tactical aspect. I think at the start of the season, when there's still a lot of games left, you play with a little bit more freedom. But it's come to the stage again where Arsenal are in the mix for trophies.
Yeah.
And it just looks like they're a little bit tight. So it's not tactically, it's just what happens when you're in a pressure situation.
Dom is a Bournemouth fan. Hi, Dom.
Hello, Andy. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. How are you, Dom?
Good, thank you. Bit gutted about the news, but we can deal with it.
Yeah. Are you on speakerphone, Dom?
No, I'm on my headphones.
Oh, okay. All right. What would you like to say, Dom?
I'd like Felipe Luis to be our new manager.
All right. Tell me more.
Because I think he plays forward football and I think he will get the best out of our players.
Okay. How long have you been a Bournemouth fan for?
Like 10 years.
Okay.
Plus.
So when Eddie Howe was there, towards the end of his reign, things weren't going great. But obviously, he's a legend at your club. What are you more disappointed about, when Eddie Howe left or when you found out the news about your current manager?
Probably our current manager, because we've still got 6 games left. And actually, I want to ask Benty, have you ever been at a team where your manager, with 6 games left, has said he's going to leave and you're in a good position?
Great question.
Do you know what? I've had a slimmer situation. Not so much.
A slimmer one?
Yeah, no, a similar situation.
Oh, right. You did say slimmer, though, didn't you?
When I was at Charlton first year and Curbs out the blue, before we played Blackburn.
How long left?
A few games, with 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay.
And he came out the blue and just said, "Listen, lads, I'm leaving at the end of the season." That was a big blow.
Why would a manager come out and say it?
Well, I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
Is it selfish?
No, I don't know if it's facts or what, but I think maybe he was told that they were moving him on.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I mean, listen, Charlton's never been the same since Curbs left. But that was the one situation I remember thinking, why? I think, listen, I can't remember where we finished it, but it was probably 12th, 13th, something like that. But we were comfortable playing some good stuff, had a good team.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, wow, why is he leaving?
Done that.
Yeah.
Good work, everyone. Still to come, we'll be joined by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. But first, it's time for No Googling. We want to know which current Premier League manager has Andoni Iraola come up against the most times without ever winning a game of football.
Well, ain't Arteta, is it? No,
definitely ain't Arteta. The answer to that and more boxing chat, lots of football chat. A reminder, Liverpool in action at home against PSG in the Champions League. Team news for that game also in tonight's show. Keep listening. This is Drive on talkSPORT.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course, are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom 3, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad. And straight away you look at that and go, they're angling for moves already. We've got Paulina, who's on loan, who I actually really like, and I feel he's probably the closest one we've got to someone that's willing to stand up and fight and knows what it takes to try and win games of football. But when you look at, we've put up with Mr.
Bournemouth will be on the lookout for a new manager this summer, with confirmation that Andoni Iraola is making way. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent is Alex Crook.
It's a decision that he relayed to the powers that be at the Vitality Stadium during the international break. Didn't want it to become public knowledge before that huge win against Arsenal at the weekend, so as not to distract from on-field matters. But Iraola will be leaving Bournemouth when his contract expires at the end of the season.
In a statement, the Cherries placed on record their sincere thanks for his outstanding contribution. Former Dortmund boss Marco Rose has emerged as the leading contender to replace Iraola. talkSPORT understands Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna is also a potential option. There's more on that story on the live blog at talksport.com. Now we're hearing Manchester United are appealing Lisandro Martinez's hair-pull red card from their loss to Leeds last night. Former Leeds captain Gary McAllister reckons that win at Old Trafford has staved off the threat of relegation once and for all.
As much as they're 6 points clear of the bottom three, I think they should be at least pretty safe by the next couple of games.
Tonight we take you around the grounds for all the goals as they go in, with a close eye on Liverpool versus PSG. And Ben Stokes has played down suggestions of a breakdown in his relationship with Brendan McCullum. The England Test captain has admitted his partnership with the head coach will look a little bit different though. 2 series against New Zealand and Pakistan await this summer.
Don't say it yet, it's a gap coming up.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Before the break, I asked the question, which current Premier League manager has Andoni or Iraola come up against the most times without ever winning?
I'm going to say someone rogue.
No, it's not rogue.
It's not Pep.
Correct.
Is it? That's the obvious one,
You
isn't
said
it?
it's not Pep. I went correct.
Oh. Are they currently managing now?
Yep.
Not Eddie Howe.
His first name begins with U.
With you?
Yeah, you.
Unai Emery.
You're going to go what, Darren?
Like, Unai Emery.
Unai Emery.
Are you sure they haven't...
I'll give you 5 points. You can spell Unai.
U-N-A-I.
Well done.
What do you think?
It's only 4 letters. Tough 4 letters. Do you want to go for Emery? We should get that.
Yeah, it's easy that. E-M-E. What? R-Y.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not R-E-Y?
No.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good one. Yeah.
Nice one,
I don't think I would have got Unai. I would have gone all over the place with that. Still to come, we're asking whether hair pulling should always be with Goldstein's Golden Paste, available at DamonBarber.com.
Oh, my
no, sorry,
Joe,
sorry,
Joe,
no,
Joe,
that's my mistake.
Joe.
I read that wrong.
No, Joe.
I purely just
Dump it
instinct.
in.
Dump it instinct that was. That's my mistake. Yeah, I didn't mean to mention Goldstein's Golden Paste. I meant we'll be asking whether hairpulling should always be a red card. That's what I
They
meant.
started following me, them Damon Barbers.
Did they?
Yeah, did you? Blocked, denied. No.
Good, I'm glad.
Nah, do you know what? I followed back, show love. Goldstein's Golden Paste.
Love it. Cheers, Dick. Good work. 21 minutes to go. Come
No,
on.
stop saying that.
Right, time now for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
This is The Voice.
Yeah, time now for The Voice, our weekly feature, where this week we're joined by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Now, usually he's in the studio, which we love, but I'm told he's live from Canary Wharf ahead of another big fight. And I'm also told there's a couple of seconds delay. Now, anyone that listens to the show will know how much I love a delay.
Yeah.
Absolutely love a delay. Let's hope it's not too bad as we say hello and good afternoon to Adam Smith. Smudger?
Hello. Is that a good enough delay, or are we okay? I'm coming to you live from Canary Wharf. I'm not with you in the comfort of the studio. I'm gutted. It's 2 weeks in a row I've missed you.
Oh, Smudge, we lost you there. Can you say that again?
Can you hear me now?
No, I'm joking. I'm only playing with you, Smudge.
Coming to you live.
Because of the delay, I thought we'd have some fun.
He's here, Andy Goldstein.
Right, tell us. We can see you on YouTube, so we know that you are. What is it? The press conference for Alexander Usyk against a kickboxer. Tell us more about where you are. What's happening, Smudge?
Well, first of all, I'm just trying to get this earpiece in. It's very noisy where we are, down in East London. But yeah, this is the official press conference to announce a fight that we know is going to happen. And it's a big event under the pyramids in Giza between Alexander Usyk, of course, the world heavyweight supremo, 3 times undisputed, back in London today. 10 months after he beat Daniel Dubois in that terrific night for him at Wembley Stadium. It's his second home, of course, London. Alexander Usyk. He's fought all around the world, but particularly in Britain. Tony Bellew doing some work for DAZN over there. One of the first to have faced him, of course. Many Brits have gone in with him. Chisora, AJ a couple of times, Tyson Fury and Dubois both twice too. This time he's in with a world kickboxing legend, Rico Verhoeven from Holland. So they'll come face to face in a little bit, about 20 minutes from now. And the media are packed around. Everyone was there obviously at Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday night to see Tyson Fury's come back. And now all attention shifts to Usyk and Rico Verhoeven. What are we going to expect? It's going to be some event in the pyramids on May the 23rd.
Smudge, now we know obviously Usyk is one of probably the greatest heavyweights of boxers of all time. He's certainly been put into that category. Why do you think he's decided to take this challenge?
That's a good question, Darren. It really is. I think, look, Alexander probably thought he was going to fight Joseph Parker. That's my guess. And then obviously Fabio Wardley beat Joe Parker. Wardley now goes in against Dubois May the 9th. That's a huge fight in Britain for the WBO heavyweight crown. And Usyk can pick and choose as he wants now, can't he? I mean, he's 39 years of age. He's got nothing to prove to anyone. Undefeated in 24. And yeah, it's a different challenge. It's something new. And I guess the interest with this, it's a different sort of art form in Rico Verhoeven. Yes, he's had a professional fight, but he's a kickboxing star, a kickboxing legend. And it's a new test. And I guess we saw something similar with Mayweather and McGregor a few years ago. The cross codes, maybe Usyk is looking to just try and sort of cement himself around a sort of mixed martial arts as well as the boxing. But it's pugilism. It's the Marquis of Queensberry's rules. So ultimately, it is all about Alexander Usyk and, I think a spectacle, an event, a historic event under the pyramids in Egypt. And for Rico Verhoeven, let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can muster. He's a huge, huge underdog, of course, but he has got Peter Fury in his corner. Peter, one of the great trainers, I think, in world boxing. The man that obviously guided Tyson to that victory over Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko in Germany all those years ago. And he knows a huge amount, Peter, very knowledgeable. So we'll see what he can do with Rico.
Smudge.
But it's going to be a tough ask, obviously.
Smudge, let me ask you, I personally think this is a complete Mickey take out of the public and the boxing fans, because if you put Usyk up against some of the best heavyweights on the planet, there's only going to be one winner. So he's fighting someone that's not actually a boxer by trade. So I don't really understand the point of it, other than he's going to make copious amounts of money. Can you just tell me, how much has it been reported that he's going to earn from this fight? And is it a normal 12 3-minute round fight? Or 3 12-minute round fight?
Yeah, it's a WBC World Heavyweight Championship defence. So, you know, Usyk has got that belt, and they've sanctioned it, so the fight goes on. It's an event. Boxing's entertainment, as you know, Andy. Yes, of course, when we had Mayweather and McGregor, it was a circus-like week, really, and Conor played his part, but I don't think any of us really felt Conor would beat Floyd Mayweather. But it was a theatrical event. It was something that captured the imagination, and I think this is a chance to see boxing under the pyramids in Egypt. It's different. Is it a fair match? People would argue. Of course, because he's had one professional fight, and he's a master of another trade. So he's a huge underdog in this, Rico. But it's an event, it's a spectacle, and I guess Alexander says it's entertainment. He'll be paid a lot of money. I don't know what the numbers are. There's a great card on. Jack Catchell's on, Hamza Shiraz too. So it's a big event, and that's what boxing is all about at the moment. I mean, a lot of people, I know we talked about it with AJ and Jake Paul in Miami in December, and the Misfits and various other different ways that boxing goes to the YouTube audience and to the younger generation these days. But everybody's talking about our sport, and that's the most important thing. Is it as good a fight as Wardley and Dubois? No. Wardley and Dubois is a fantastic 50-50, don't blink, and you'll miss him type fight. Would we like to see Moses Itauma in with Alexander Usyk at some point? Of course. But what we've got is Usyk against Rico, and that's what we're going to look forward to, and it will be something different in Egypt, definitely.
Smudge, I want to talk to you about the Fury fight of the weekend against Makhmudov. Obviously, he won it on points quite comfortably. What did you make of Fury in his performance?
He was 16 months out. A lot of ring rust, I thought, fairly early on. I talked to Spencer Brown afterwards about it. First 2 or 3 rounds, I thought he really took time getting into it. It wasn't a pretty fight at all. I thought Makhmudov was poor. But I think Tyson got the rounds, and I think he got better and better as the fight went on. And he utilised it as an opportunity to get that, to bank 12 rounds in. It was a disappointing spectacle as a fight, and I think the Conor Benn one was as well. It was a great stage. It was always is at Tottenham Hotspur. I think it was fantastic that Tyson came out representing Ricky Hatton and paying tribute to his great friend. I thought that was magical and really emotional. Yeah, it was a good night, not a great night, not two fights that probably failed to deliver in many ways, but Conor Benn gets the win, and so does Tyson Fury, and they move on. And of course it was a bit of a damp squib with the whole finish, with AJ expected to get in the ring, with His Excellency saying that we're going to have the biggest event in British boxing history, and of course that didn't happen because AJ just took time out and said what he had to say, I'm the landlord, etc. But, you know, I think we don't want to be too harsh on Anthony either. You know, he's gone through a huge ordeal in the last few months, mentally and physically, and he's training now again, we know, under Alexander Usyk's wing, really, in Gandia in Spain, which is fantastic for him. It's just great to see AJ back in and around boxing. Let's not forget what happened in December, the tragedy of losing his 2 best mates, 2 of his inner circle, and yeah, he needs time to decide what he really wants to do. If that is fight again, we hope it is against Tyson Fury. Spencer Brown told me afterwards that fight will happen definitively in 2026 and probably at Wembley.
Smart, listen, we're going to love you and leave you. It's not the greatest line in the world. There is a delay. I know you're having problems with your earpiece, but we'll hopefully see you in the studio for the full 30 minutes next week.
Look forward to it. Take care, guys.
See you next
Liverpool
Tuesday.
Tonight.
See you next Tuesday, Smart. Yeah, see you next Tuesday. Yeah. Don't forget, May the 23rd in its glory in Giza as Usyk faces Rico with the WBC heavyweight title up for grabs. Join DAZN Ultimate now and get 12+ pay-per-views a year, which also includes Fabio Wardley against Dane Dubois. Can't wait for that at no extra cost.
Boxing updates on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at dazn.com/boxing.
While we were having a chat with Smudger, on one of our screens was an advert for the new upcoming Michael Jackson movie, Michael.
Yeah.
Now, our show has a lot of reach, has a lot of power, our show. Have you been invited to the premiere of that?
Yes.
Have you?
No.
Would you like to go? Because someone listening will be going, I could get Bentley in that.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it'd be like Leicester Square or something like that.
100%.
Would you like to go to that?
Would you go with me?
I'd go with you.
Yeah.
I'd go with you.
Well, how else are you going to go? I mean,
No, but it's like I'm not necessarily. Well, I don't want to say I'm not a fan of the film.
No, but you're a fan of him.
No, I'm not. No, not for obvious reasons.
Yeah, the greatest.
I'm comfortable.
You're not a fan of great music. Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Well, you rate him higher than I do.
Mate, in terms of his musical attributes...
What else am I talking about?
No, but you might not like him as a person. But
I've never met him.
But in terms of his musical attributes, you've got to put him up the top, man. Come on.
There's more to him than just that.
No, but talk about music.
I'm not comfortable. I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah, you come with me.
You can go. Take one more Billy as your plus.
I would like to go. Even if I've got to sit there on my own, I'm going.
One more Billy will go. You'll go with Benny.
No, I'd rather go on my own. No. Joe, fancy it?
Actually, it might look a bit weird if you and one more Billy turn up.
Why?
Just, I don't know if you go together, you two.
Joe, I don't know where he's going.
Take Joe with you, all right?
Yeah, Joe. Fancy it, Joe?
Joe's going, yeah. Oh, Kim Keller can come with us. Right.
I must be fancy.
From 5 o'clock, I'll be out the studio for now because that's when we talk about Leeds and the hair pulling, which is, of course, illegal for some reason. It's your drive on talkSPORT. If you want your say on that, by the way, you can dial in now and we'll call you back in 14 minutes. I know lots of you do. 03717 223344.
Well, your problem was with producer Joe.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's.
Do you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. Hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing 5th for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get 5th because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? You got a rough ballpark figure.
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal, and he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three on the Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him, it's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So. Heart says Liverpool, PSG.
No, my heart doesn't even. They're not. PSG are here.
You've given up on them because PSG are PSG.
I'd be amazed if.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Jesus, what a track, man. Jeez.
Let's go Beastie Boys Day today. I'll load the next one up for you. If you don't like Beastie Boys, just take one with you. Unbelievable. The documentary about them on Apple TV, if it's still available, go watch it. Sadly, two of the three, because one passed away, on stage in a theatre, big screen behind, and they're going through the whole scenario of how they met up, the songs, the albums, it's brilliant. It's a great documentary. Turn it up a bit. This clean version. I'll choose the next one, Jack, all right?
No,
No, you've just chosen. Calm it down. I love them. You've chosen that. Let me choose one. Someone said to me, I was playing golf the other day, right? West Essex, greatest club in the world.
Oh, my God.
With Andy, right?
You just plug.
He went...
Andy,
yeah. And he said, who chooses the music on your show? And I went, usually it's Jack on the drums behind the glass, or Benty will always get involved. And he went, oh, right, okay. It's always you, D. Let me just choose. Look, just now you're like, let me just, all right?
Did you choose the first Beastie, though?
No.
How did we get onto Beastie?
Jack chose it.
Okay, cool.
Good work, Jack. All right?
Yeah, I heard that. You're right.
You
I
heard
did hear
what?
that. Jeff was slagging him off this morning, Beastie Boys.
Is he ever happy, that fella? How can you slag off the Beastie Boys?
I know, yeah.
What, too many B's in the word? Right. Champions League drive on talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Darren Bent in partnership with Giacomo, our wonderful friends at Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. We'll be doing all that. Don't worry about that. Right, still to come, we'll be asking whether hair pulling should always be a red card. That's a bit nuts. Just quickly, John Terry is part of a consortium who are reportedly set to buy League Two side Colchester United.
Cool.
It's either his son-in-law or his nephew. I think his nephew plays for them. Have you read that?
No.
Yeah, there's a connection. There's a Terry that plays for them. Bournemouth gaffer Andoni Irello will leave the club at the end of the season. And, of course, talkSPORT Drive, we've been nominated for another award. We need your help. We're up for Best Radio Talk Show at the Television and Radio Industry Awards. And the public, that's you, decide who wins. So to vote for me and Benny and the boys behind the glass, just head to trick.org.uk, select talkSPORT Drive as Best Radio Talk Show, if you wouldn't mind. Right, let's listen back to a bit of our chat with our mate, the brilliant Jack Wilshere from yesterday after his Luton Town side won the EFL trophy. He discussed one of his former players during his time managing Arsenal under-18s, Max Dowman, and how good a player he is.
Yeah, he's got some fantastic ability that sometimes you just can't ignore. It doesn't matter how old you are. And, that it feels like as well he's becoming quite an important player for them at the moment.
Do you think he's good enough to go to the World Cup?
Yeah, I've said it before. I think he is. I think that he has to play. He has to play for Arsenal between now and the end of the season, because I genuinely believe, and I know we've had this chat before when I used to come in, that players should be picked for England when they're in form, when they're playing. So I think he has to play, but I do think he's good enough. I said it before. I think if he's Spanish, Spain would take him to the World Cup. So why shouldn't we do it?
It's a good point from the wonderful Jack Wilshere, who, of course, had his own unbelievable talent. This kid's got his as well. How good a player is he? What do you make of what he said, Jack?
Yeah, listen, he's got to get minutes in. Listen, people are going to say, oh, why are you saying that? But it's obviously not like the Theo situation going to the World Cup where he came in, because Theo was doing brilliant stuff in the Championship. Obviously got to move to the Arsenal. And
Theo only played, 7 games for Arsenal?
No, he hadn't played a game for Arsenal until
he hadn't played any games for Arsenal?
Up until that point, no.
Just remind people. I don't
No, just remind me.
Because people listening know why you mentioned
it. It's about Dowman, all right? It's about Dowman. But anyway, Max Dowman, in Ethan, look at him trying to, honestly, what...
No, people are listening going, I don't know what it is.
No.
Look, whenever we have to introduce players, I have to go like, former Aston Villa player, Gabby Abon. Yeah. If we just mention Theo Walcott, people go, why?
Because he went to the World Cup in 2006.
And he played no games for Arsenal.
No. And stop.
And took the place of...
No. So,
who did he take the place of? He took your place, right?
It might be my place.
You were the high-scoring Englishman.
Yeah, there might be others. But no, anyway,
it was your place.
Anyway, great player. But I think for Max Dowman, he needs to be playing. See that tomorrow against Sporting? I'm starting him.
Are you starting him because he's that good, or are you starting him because Madueke and Saka haven't been?
No, I'm starting him to give the place a lift.
Okay.
Because at the minute it's flat.
You're right.
It's flat. Now imagine if you're a supporter, and listen, we all know how exciting it is. Whether you support Arsenal or not, you can't deny the kid's talent in terms of what he's done.
Oh, a wonder kid at the moment.
Right? Imagine you turn up to the stadium tomorrow and starting 11, Dowman. All of a sudden you go, ooh.
I'd agree with you. Totally agree with you.
You go, oh, okay. I like what he's doing here. So regardless who plays another wing, I want to see Dowman start tomorrow. If he plays every game between now and the end of the season, and his performances and his levels are what we expect them to be, then there's no reason why he can't be in with a shout. But The only thing that goes in his favour, you'd have to say, is that no one out wide is really grabbing it like by the scruff, especially on that right-hand side.
No,
You've got Palmer, who's a little bit indifferent. Campbell out there. Saka hasn't been the levels that we know he can. Madueke, the same. I think Bowen's playing well for West Ham. He's digging in, trying to get them out of there. But other than that, it's
No, I agree with you.
So
there was a time it was like, who do you leave out?
That was the problem.
Now it's who starts.
Now the problem you go. So if he was to play now, and imagine he out Saka and Saka gets moved to, I don't know, the 10 or over the other side.
Yeah.
Then there's a serious conversation, but he's got time on his hands, but he needs to play, and I'd start him tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. Everything you said about the place needs to live, I totally agree with you.
Honestly,
I like watching him, right?
I'm doing commentary tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And if I turn up tomorrow and I see him starting, even I'll be like, oh, yeah.
So and do you know what? And so with the opposition, they'll be a little bit like,
oh my goodness.
Because who's the game? Oh, when you lost in the cup to
Southampton.
Now he was probably the only player.
He was the only player that tried to get on and do things and make things happen.
And even me, as like an impartial fan, watching it, I'm thinking, I want this kid to get the ball.
Yeah. And it was really impressive against Everton when he scored the goal.
Yeah.
Where he came onto the pitch and all the senior players who you'd expect to kind of pull rank, they're giving him the ball.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, where can we get him the ball? Just give it to him.
And if that's how I feel and you feel, and how do the players on the pitch feel? It's like,
where is he?
Great, he's on.
Just give him the ball.
Which is a little bit nuts to think that's how Arsenal are at the moment, hoping a 16-year-old starts.
Yeah. But
I agree with you.
Need a lift.
Yeah, I agree with you. So you think he's still got a chance of making that World Cup squad?
I'm at 2%.
Okay. Really that low?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
But depending on what happens, like imagine he plays tomorrow.
Scores a winner.
No, if he scores, but it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Then I might go, do you know what? Man City Sunday.
That's what I was going to say. If he turns up against Man City, if he's allowed to play, turns up and steals the show, then all of a sudden,
now you start to go,
yeah,
here we go.
I agree. When we come back, 5 o'clock, can't wait for this hour, we'll be talking about hair pulling. Should it be a red card? Now, you know what my view is. In fact, you know what most of the views are from people that know about football. I say no. Bentley, I think, says no as well. We'll talk about the hair pulling scenario. We'll talk about elbows in faces that go unnoticed.
What's wrong with him, though?
And
Why does man's hair fall out?
And of course, we'll talk about Leeds.
Trying to ruin man's modelling contract and that.
Beating man. We'll talk about the hair bun if you want. The man bun.
No, but he's got contract. He models, right? Calvert-Lewin. Why is he trying to spoil that?
For Greg's.
Not for Greg's, mate.
No, the bun.
A big old...
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Who for?
I think it's a big old brand he was modelling for. And then Martinez trying to ruin it. Shocking, that.
It hardly touched him. If you want your say on all things from last night, Old Trafford, Leeds, Man United, 03717 223344. Hair pulling is where we go after this.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes,
second
he was.
half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I think that squad, Arsenal have got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku, when I love watching when I'm watching him, Jeff, and I love Liv, the way that every time he gets the ball, his first thought isn't to just step inside and drop it off to somebody else and then go wide again and I might get it back in a minute. Can I travel 20, 30, 40 yards with this ball? Can I beat my man? Can I get beyond him? Can I then produce something? And every single time he gets the ball, his first thought is to get at people and get beyond them. Love that from wide players.
I do love that from wide players because we don't see that enough from wide players. However, it is just his 8th Premier League goal in 4 years. Isn't that wild?
Is that
someone like Jeremy Doku?
Yeah,
He was
really.
7 before yesterday.
Well, again, it's that's a really interesting stat. That is. But and again, for someone of his ability, he should be getting a lot more than that. But he's just such a dangerous player and tough. Malo Gusto is a decent fullback. He had a tough time yesterday.
What's your club or country's sliding doors moment? Its meaning originating from the 1998 rom-com of the same name, a sliding doors moment in football terms is simply a question of what might have been. An incident in a game where, had it gone the other way, would have altered history. For example, say John Terry had scored that penalty in Moscow in 2008. Chelsea would have been European champions and Avram Grant would have the biggest medal in continental club football to his name. It stands to reason then that he would have stayed at Stamford Bridge for a bit longer, meaning that Luis Felipe Scolari wouldn't have got a look in. Would he have done better than the World Cup winning Brazilian, who only lasted till February the following year? And could he have improved upon Chelsea's third place finish? And as for United, who won the title that season, would defeat in that Moscow final have led to Cristiano Ronaldo leaving the club for Real Madrid a year earlier? And would that have meant that Rafa Benitez's Liverpool won the Premier League instead of them? That's a pretty big butterfly effect, all from one missed penalty kick going the other way. And if you want to dig a bit deeper, there's plenty more that could have been affected. What if Anthony Knockaert had scored his penalty against Watford? We'd have been denied the Troy Deeney moment, sure, but might Leicester have gone on to win promotion to the Premier League earlier than scheduled? And would that have meant that Claudio Ranieri would never make it to the King Power? Would Arsenal or Tottenham, therefore, have been champions in 2016? The most significant sliding doors moment perhaps ever, though, was Paul Gascoigne, Wembley, June 1996. What if this had gone in? That golden goal would have sent England to the Euro 96 final against Czech Republic. 30 years of hurt could well have come to an end. There's so many of these moments that could have altered destiny forever. What if Shearer had signed for United? Would Lampard's ghost goal against Germany have kick-started England's World Cup back in 2010? What if Sam Allardyce didn't get bogged down in all that controversy and denied Gareth Southgate the England job? Does make you think.
Well, Matt, to our number 2 of Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Look over there, it's Darren Bent, everyone.
Back in the day, I was a garage man.
Trust me. Play some garage, Jack, yeah?
No, I've chosen the next one.
No, got. All right.
And then you can go after that. All right.
Budget. We've got budget, right? Budget.
Is that group budget? Still to come, we'll be hearing from Mikel Arteta out of Arsenal's game against Sporting tomorrow. Go on, Sporting. Imagine if you lose that. Imagine that.
Well, listen, you ain't got to worry about no problems, sir. You stay where you are, yeah? Safe.
But now, sponsored by Goldstein's Golden Paste, should a hair pull always be a red card?
The referee is coming over towards this near side. Martinez has pulled Dominic Calvert-Lewin's hair. His ponytail has come out. The referee's looking at the monitor. He's going to send him off, Steve.
There's no way that you can say that is violent conduct, can you?
Every Spurs player had long hair. Van der Ven had long hair, right? A couple of red cards every season, Joe.
But actually, what Lisandro Martinez has done, he's kind of pulled the scrunchie. He's pulled the hair tie of Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
That was one of the most shocking decisions I think I've seen. And to be honest, if you've got a man bun, it shouldn't be an offence to pull it anyway.
Good point. Man United were beaten at home by Leeds live on talkSPORT last night. They were already 2-0 down by the time Lisandro Martinez was sent off for a hair pull on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Man United gaffer Michael Carrick spoke to talkSPORT after the game. Fair to say, he wasn't a happy man.
It's a shocking decision.
He's literally tickled his hair as he's trying. First of all, by the way, he got a forearm smash in his face, so I don't know how that's not a free kick. And that happened for the first goal, even worse for their first goal. So then, as Leach is reacting to that and trying to grab kind of on his shirt as he's off balance a little bit with the tussle, he kind of touches the back of his head, and then the bobble ends up popping out, and it baffles me. It really does, because I don't know if that's the way we're going. And as soon as you touch the back, he didn't pull. It wasn't aggressive. He didn't jolt. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just to literally touch his hair. Come on, if that's a red card, then the game's gone.
The game is gone. The game is gone. If that's what you're getting sent off for, that's not violent conduct. Violent conduct is punching someone in the face or just something that's violent. As Adrian Darren summed it up perfectly, pulling someone's scrunchie is not violent conduct. It was a little bit embarrassing. Also, when you look at all the other moments that went on in that game, when Lenny Yoro had Calvert-Lewin's forearm in his face, Martinez had a forearm in his face as well. There are other moments in the game that you could consider, I didn't consider any more violent than, and he didn't even pull it. His hair was round it, but his hair, he caressed it. He got sent off for caressing someone's
little bit. I mean, listen,
scrunchie.
First and foremost, it's lazy.
Well, it's not defenders fine anyway to grab you and hold it.
Yeah, but that's lazy from Martinez. He's going to got himself to blame. But by the letter of the law, it's a red card.
You're not one of them.
No, by the letter of the law, it's a red card.
Well, it's not, because it wasn't violent.
Okay, but by the letter of the law, if you hair pull, it's a red card, right?
Well, I don't think he pulled his hair.
Okay, but is it a red card in terms of?
No, I don't think it was.
I don't
think he committed the foul that is responsible for using.
Okay, was there a tug on the hair?
No, I don't think there was a tug.
So he didn't touch his hair?
I saw no tug.
So he didn't touch the hair?
He touched it. Yeah, he touched it. He didn't tug him.
So he didn't pull his head back?
No, I think his head was going back because the ball was above him. No, genuinely, I'm not mucking about.
No, listen, I think
he put his hand a very light clench around his scrunchie.
So he did then.
No, he didn't pull it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a red card. Letter of the law, it's a red card. But I just think for Martinez, why run that risk, man?
Because you know what defenders are like. They grapple all over, they pull everything.
Well, no, most defenders don't do that.
I bet they do. Not many footballers have a hair bun.
So that's Calvert-Lewin's fault. That's
no, I'm just saying. You said most defenders.
That's what you're alluding to. It's like you're blaming Calvert-Lewin for that.
Him if any man turns up for a game of football.
I mean, by the way, his performance was brilliant.
He was good last night.
No, but I just think
you don't see it a lot because not many centre forwards or players have hair buns.
Yeah, but listen, however he decides to have his hair is up to him.
No, but I'm saying you don't see it often. You said you see it all the time. You don't see it often.
There's loads of players with long hair.
Not with hair buns.
Yeah, but bun, long hair, dreadlocks, don't matter. Right?
You're more likely to grab a bun when it's together than you are if you have got long hair all over the place.
You want me up?
No.
Would you rather pull? Not rather, but Cucurella. His hair is not.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? So listen, it's up to them what haircut they have. For me, Martinez, it was just lazy defending.
Oh, not lazy. It wasn't lazy, Drew. That's what defenders
grab his shirt. What, his hair?
It was to grab everything.
No, it's just lazy. For me, it's lazy defending. By the letter of the law, it's a red card. But I don't like to see players get sent off. Like, I understand what you're saying in terms of he grabbed. It was a slight pull, but it was almost like he.
It wasn't a yank.
Like he might have held it for like a fraction of a second and then let go, and then it almost slid down his hair.
Yes.
But still, don't run that risk, man. Don't.
Yeah, but you could say that about any challenge.
You can't.
Don't run that risk.
You can't. But
it's not violent. Was it violent?
Is he trying to win the ball?
Was it violent?
No, but is he trying to win the ball?
I'll answer yours. I asked first though. Was it violent?
Yes, pulling his hair is violent. But
was that violent?
No, but
if you did that in a pub, the police will not be called.
No, but is it?
Hello, police. Yeah. Someone just.
Is it cynical?
I just got a tug in the pub.
Cynical?
That sounds.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cynical?
I just don't. There was nothing in it.
No, so I don't agree with the nothing. Listen, I don't want.
Was it violent? Answer that question genuinely.
As in, I think violence is, as you said, a punch in the face.
Well, violent conduct.
Yeah, right.
Was that violent?
No, but a letter of the law, you can't pull someone's hair, so don't do it.
Yeah, the law's wrong. Yeah.
No, I don't want to see hair pulling anyway.
What?
Why is it? Why? What are you gaining from that?
Well, you're stopping the opponent get to the ball.
No, see, I don't want to.
I don't want to see that in football. Michael Carrick's right. If that's where we're going, the game's gone.
Well, listen, the game went a long time ago.
Yeah.
But no,
hair pulling, same as it should be like when you work in a bakery.
You'd like the man buying a golden paste in it. If Calvert-Lewin had golden paste in it, you'd have nothing to say.
You wouldn't have had that problem because it would have held his hairstyle perfectly.
Yeah, see?
But here's the thing, like when you take to the football pitch, by the letter of the law now, you have to wear shin pads.
Yeah.
Right? If you've got a bun, genuinely, you should have it tied up properly.
No, you shouldn't.
You should, mate.
No.
Okay, let me ask you a serious question. Right? I'm not mucking about. If you had really long hair, not Rapunzel length, but you had really long hair, right? Yeah. And the ball's coming over, and as a defender, and you're an attacker, and I've got long hair, I'm like Batistuta, and I jump up, and my hair completely blocks out your view, and you miss the header because you can't see it. Is that fair?
What, as in like you've waved your hair and I can't see?
Yeah, like in a L'Oreal advert.
No, okay.
Is that fair?
No, but you could tie it up.
That's what I'm saying. It should be tied up to prevent.
It's in a bun. What
the bun won't tie it.
No, listen, I'm not blaming.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying it should be tied up appropriately.
But
like you on the meat counter in M&S.
Players should be able to have whatever they want in terms of their.
No, I disagree with you.
Well,
when you get onto the field of play, you should be ready for a game of football.
And that's what Calvert-Lewin was. Did he look like he weren't ready yesterday?
Well, his hair wasn't.
No, but his performance.
Well, okay. Why didn't he have it in bunches?
He didn't want to. He didn't have to. Cucurella didn't have to do that.
See, I think Cucurella should be tied up.
Why?
Because I just think you're playing a game of football.
Okay.
Okay. Why have you got to cut? Okay. Why have you got to cover your wedding ring or whatever rings you got on?
Because you could hit someone and hurt.
What?
Okay, so my hair is going to crack your skin, is it? Make you bleed? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what about if I go up, Calder comes in,
yeah,
your hair gets him away, and I go to head the ball, miss it, and head the post.
And then that's
danger.
That's your own fault, idiot.
No.
Listen, I don't think
it should be all wrapped up.
No, I don't think. No, I think players should be able to have whatever they want, whatever haircut they want. I just think it's lazy for Martinez. If you want to pull anything, you know that you're going to probably get sent off for grabbing his hair. Just grab his shirt. I mean, his shirt is like half up, not even half a foot.
He should have grabbed his shirt.
Just grab the shirt. Then we don't have this conversation.
Okay, I've been a little bit facetious in what I'm saying, but I do think, right, that pulling hair is not violent conduct.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Another one, right? You're saying about football and hair, all right? What about the women's game? What do they do?
Well, we saw one in the Champions League.
Oh my God, that one at Arsenal.
Was that last week or the week before?
Arsenal, Chelsea.
And pulled it to the ground.
Nothing.
Wasn't sent off.
No, but what you said about their hair? Tie it up.
Yeah, all the women should have their hair tied up. Of course they should do.
Women.
Is that a law in the women's game?
No,
you can't have free flowing hair in the women's game, can you?
Yeah, of course you can.
Again, that should be another law.
She was telling me all women should have their hair put up.
No, all footballers.
Oh, no.
Don't just pick on the women here. All footballers.
No, see, I honestly, I think.
Okay, your shirt should be tucked in by law now, right?
No.
Yes, that's a law.
Oh, I see so many players without the shirt tucked in.
Shirt should be tucked in.
No, it's not.
Was that ever a law?
Do you know what?
Hold on, that's snooker.
No,
I've confused that as snooker.
At one point,
thank you.
You had to tuck your shirt in,
right?
But you'd be in the tunnel and just take it out again,
right? But that was a law.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a law, but it was more the referee that
socks should be always up.
No, that was never a law.
Shin pads.
Yeah, shin pads are a law. Even now, you see the players with the shin pads. It's different.
Right, okay.
But
shin pad again should be ready to go, appropriately dressed for the sport you are playing in.
Yeah, but I think they are dressed. But what they decide to do with their hair is up to them.
No,
I can't believe you're trying to. You know what it is? Because Man United.
We should talk about the game ever so briefly.
You're shocking.
Because we're taking everything away from Leeds, who are the much better team. What I don't get, the way United played with 25 minutes to go with 10 men,
yeah,
or 20, whatever it was. Where was that performance with 11 men? I just don't get that. And also, half time, I expect Man United to make changes, right? And we've got Mbeumo on the bench. Comes out, same team. I'm like, Carrick, what are you doing?
So Carrick's not the man.
I never said he was. I'm not saying he wasn't. But I'm like, everyone could say after 45 minutes, it's not working. Change it. What are you waiting for?
No, but I thought, listen, first and foremost, someone called Vic messaged in earlier and went, do I want to apologise? Yes, because I got that completely wrong. I didn't think Leeds would win.
We all did.
Yeah, so fair play. I thought Leeds were absolutely superb that first half, and it should have been 5.
Yeah.
You got off lightly.
If they play like that, they won't be going down.
They're not going down anyway.
Yesterday they were down.
And what did I say? If you said
change your mind in less than 24 hours.
You said to me, if they get a result against Man United, will your opinion change? And I said yes.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, you did. So no, they will. They were brilliant. I thought Tanaka was brilliant. Okafor was good. Calvert-Lewin led the line brilliantly.
He was brilliant, by the way. He was brilliant.
Do you know what? He calls that hair pull because they couldn't deal with him. Too strong.
Yeah, maybe.
Too powerful. Maybe. Aggressive.
He looked great. Body. He looked great.
All of them. I thought Ampadu was brilliant in the middle of the park as well. They deserved, and you got away with it. 2-1. You got, it was close. It shouldn't have been.
And we could have nicked it. There's a few chances off the line
at the end. But first half for Leeds, I mean, if Tanaka scores that 3-0, you're thinking, wow. But that performance last night, certainly that first half, makes me wonder what have they been doing all season. Yeah. Why can't they do that? Because going to Old Trafford before the game, I'm thinking we're not winning that. Yeah. I'm thinking could they beat Wolves Wolves away? Now I'm thinking wow.
Bad result for Spurs, wasn't it?
Yeah, awful, horrific. Yeah. And then this weekend. You've got Leeds playing Wolves at home.
Yeah.
And Forest play Burnley at home.
Yeah. Wow. Not good, does it?
No.
We'll take your calls when we come back. Is hair pulling always a red card?
And should players put their hair up?
Yeah, okay. Should players wear the appropriate apparatus?
There they are.
To make sure they don't have that scenario. I told you, work at M&S on the meat counter, you have your hair with a net on.
I get it, but they're not working in the meat factory in M&S, so they don't have to do that.
Meat factory?
Yeah. No, come on. You can't blame Calvert-Lewin for that.
I'm not blaming anyone. But if your hair's there, it's going to be pulled.
Well, no, but by defenders that have got a bit of, you know what I mean?
Don't be asking for a tug. 03717 223344. Get your calls in now.
Do you think Arteta's too pragmatic, Simon? Is this going to be the difference as to who ends up winning it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he says to the players in the dressing room, but clearly I do think the coach's responsibility is if he's not actually kicking a ball, it's his responsibility to set the players up mentally and structurally to be able to do it in a fashion that produces the best outcome. And I use the word navigate at the beginning of this section because that's what I think Arsenal are trying to do. They're trying to navigate their way through games, not impose themselves on games, not take control of the game, not to be bold, not to be fearsome, fearless. Sorry, in their and their reaction to circumstances. Now, when they went away to Sporting, it was the perfect time to not be to be bold because they were trying to manage a European game, and they got praise from me last week, and people criticised them because it was considered to be a workmanlike performance. But a 1-0 away result in a European game is a good result. Now they'll bounce back tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever they're playing against Sporting, and produce an outcome again. I think everything will be revealed on Sunday when they play Manchester City.
The question is,
they'll be bold then when they play City.
Oh no, they won't be daft. No. They'll do what they normally do. The question is, if Arsenal were 3 or 6 points behind City when they played Bournemouth at home at the weekend, what would they have done different? Yeah. They would have committed. They'd have played quicker, more urgency. They would have got more men forward earlier in the game. They would have gone after them.
Feels like Arsenal have something to lose rather than something to win.
Well, it's a bit like Rory with a six-shot lead, wasn't it?
Yes.
That dwindled on day 3.
Yeah. So that begs the question then, who are Arsenal's biggest opponents in this title race? Manchester City or themselves?
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Bit of Eggman, Beastie Boys. We had to cut the naughty words out, but still. Oh my goodness. You like this? You've heard it before?
Yeah, of course I have. Beastie.
Great tune. Did you ever How young were you when the Beastie Boys were about? Did you ever nick a... Was it VW or... What was it? VW? The car things.
No, off the front of the cars.
Yeah, what was it? VW or Mercedes? VW, wasn't it?
Oh, no, Mercedes had the circle thing on the front.
Yeah, it was VW.
Yeah, I never
and you
knew
wear
that.
it as a necklace?
No.
Was that before... Were you too young for that?
Probably. When were Beastie Boys at their, like, what, 80s, 90s?
90s? Yeah, something like that. 80s, Joe just said. I think he just guessed that. I don't mean you know that for a fact, do you? First album, 86. How's Joe know that? He's an unbelievable fellow, isn't he?
Well, when you got Google.
He loves Beastie Boys. I bet you can't name all three members, Joe. My ear. No, he doesn't.
Did you?
No. Yeah, I can, yeah.
Jack's going to tell you.
Ryan?
I can hear Jack.
Stuart? Where are we? What time is it? 20 past. That means it's time to take your calls. You're listening to Champions League Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Bent, in partnership with Giacomo. Style and brands for every man. Still to come, we'll be asking whether Liverpool can pull off another Anfield miracle. What?
Okay.
I wasn't going to stop on that word. Just quickly, Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola will leave the club at the end of the season. This is nuts. We need to do this tomorrow, Joe. Napoli's owner has called for football matches to be shortened from 90 to 50 minutes in a bid to keep the younger generation interested. That's disgusting. That might be one of the most nuts things I've ever heard in football.
Do you know what it is the nuts thing, and you're 100% spot on, but it is a sign of the youngsters of today. Like, my little boy could never sit and watch a full 90-minute game. He's like...
Yeah, but 50's as long. When you're that young, 50 minutes...
Well,
is
25 minutes each half.
I know, but I just don't... If you can't stay for 5 minutes, you're not going to stay for 45.
That's true, to be fair. He's honestly, he dips in, watches for 6 minutes, he's out again.
Nuts. Dan's a Leeds fan. Hello, Dan.
Hi, evening, lads. Andy, Darren, how's things? Good weekend?
There's a lot of questions in that.
I mean,
hello.
my weekend was mixed.
Yeah, my weekend
Well,
was
yeah,
good,
but-
thank you. How was yours?
Great end to a good weekend, wasn't it? You seem a bit bitter, Andy, tonight. Are you all right in yourself? Or
No, I just...
Did something happen last night?
No,
or?
I just hope you stay up.
Just one on what you were on about before with hair pulling and things.
Yeah.
Do you remember a player called Karol Poborski?
Cool. Yep. Man United winger.
Yeah, there you go. So what was his hairstyle like, and did he cover it up? No, he didn't.
No, but football was different back
At
then.
the end of the day, if I'm going to walk in the studio now and I'm going to pull your hair, what would you say, Andy?
I don't think you'd be allowed to get into the studio.
You'd be offended. You'd be offended, though.
Well, why are you pulling it?
Very offended.
Yeah, but we're not competing in a game of football. If you just walked in and pulled it, I'll go, why have you done that? But if it was in the middle of a kickabout...
It's like Benny said, you don't pull people's hair. I mean, come on, I'm no disrespect to anybody, right, who's got a little girl, but girls pull hair, right? Girls
Boys pull hair as well.
Fighting,
Really?
right?
Boys
Well,
pull hair.
if they
I mean,
do,
we saw it last night, right?
wrong, isn't it? You know, well, yeah, exactly, but you don't agree in it, right?
No.
Which, it's bad.
Do you think
it
it's
is
violent
bad.
conduct?
Why shouldn't he have got sent off? Yeah, it is, yeah.
It's not
yeah,
violent. It's not violent.
Yes, it is.
It's not violent.
Well, so if I came up to you and pulled your hair, you'd be happy with it.
No, but we're not playing football. If you came into the studio and two-footed me, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, but it's violent conduct.
It's not violent. It's not violent. Let me tell you this. If something's violent, you can phone the police and they'll come and investigate. If you phone up any police station and if someone answers the phone...
Yeah, all right, yeah, it's football, but it's violent conduct within
It's
football.
not. It's not. Don't be so silly. It's not violent.
It is. It is.
It's not, mate.
So hold on then. If Calvert-Lewin had done it to Martinez or whoever,
Yeah.
right, would that be a different thing then?
No, not violent.
Yeah, it would.
It's not
yeah,
violent.
It would. Yes, it would.
Do you honestly think it's violent?
The fact of the matter was,
Do you think it's violent?
right? Go on.
Have you got kids?
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
old are they?
He's nearly 18
Right.
in June, yeah.
Let's just say the 18-year-old was 8 and he come home from school and he went, Dad, I need you to call the police. Something violent has happened to me at school. And you went, what happened?
Right.
And he said, a boy in my class pulled my hair, so call the police, Dad. What would you say?
Right, well...
What would you say?
I'd basically turn around and say, well, it's school. Did you report it
school.
to teacher?
Yeah, I
Well,
reported
that's
it.
School. That's
No,
school.
do you know what I will say on the internet?
Hold on, is it violent?
Yes, it is.
It's
Yes,
violent,
it
okay.
is. Yes.
On the
it is.
internet, if you pull someone's hair in public, that is seen as an act of violence.
Where'd you get that from? Oh,
The internet.
Joe,
The internet.
Joe, where have you...
It's classified as physical harm.
Depends what it is. If
No,
I-
I'm talking about pulling hair.
Right. If I come up to you, if you had long hair,
Yeah.
and I went, D, you were late for the meeting, and gave you a little tug on your hair,
Yeah.
would you go, right, call the HR,
No,
police?
because I know. But if a stranger come up to me in the street and did that, what
Yeah,
we
but
do?
they were not strangers on the pitch.
Yeah, but they kind of are, aren't they? It's fine. Listen, but let rid of law, and it's a red card, right? The referee last night had no choice. No choice.
Yeah, you're right. I've always said the law is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not violent.
It is violent. But by the letter
Oh,
of the
you'll
law.
see violence in a minute, my friend.
Pull your wig off.
Oi, call the police. Gavin's up next. Hello, Gavin.
And how are we?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good. How's your weekend?
My weekend's good. How's yours?
My weekend was good.
Okay. I don't know why people are asking me how my weekend was. I didn't really do anything.
Did you get up to something?
No, I got up to nothing. I was hungover on Saturday. What would you like to say, Gav?
I just want to say that last night's hair pull.
Hold on. Sorry, Gav. Are we on speakerphone?
No.
It's a terrible line. It sounds like you're
Very echoey.
Yeah. Have you got another room you can go into?
Yeah.
Go into another room where you haven't got a tall ceiling. What room are you going in?
Going to my lounge.
It's worse, that.
Well, are you in St Paul's Cathedral? Where are you?
That better?
Have you got a blanket? I'm not joking. Have you got a blanket you can put over your head?
No.
You must have like a top or something lying about. You can just put it over your head to cut the sound out.
I haven't. I'm sorry.
What about a duvet? Are you near your bed? Go upstairs to your bed.
Maybe try and call us back.
Well, I want to get time for him, so I'd rather not cut you off. Have you got a duvet you can stick over your head?
No, I'll call you back.
No. We'll wait for you. What can you put over your head?
Nothing.
There's nothing in your house. Your house is completely bare, right?
Just moved in.
You go upstairs if you want.
Yeah. Go upstairs to the bedroom, just so you can put a duvet over it. That'd be great. He's going upstairs. That'd be much better. People do that. It's quite a common thing. We did that a lot when we were doing COVID shows. Cundy would have a duvet over his head.
Bar, mate. Sports bar now.
No, I know. But just so we can hear him properly. Are you there, Gav?
Yeah, is that better?
Oh, my God. See? Isn't that much better?
But he's not under the duvet.
Have you got a duvet on top of you?
No.
What have you got on top of you?
I've got lower ceilings.
Lower ceilings. Okay. Yeah, that works. Yeah, good work. Have you got a duvet there?
No. Well, I have, but...
Try that.
I will.
Just try that. It just sounds better when you've got a duvet over your head.
You want to give him as much time as possible. You're cutting him off.
I know, but it'd be better. Have you got a duvet?
Is it fine now?
Have you got a duvet on?
Yeah, I have.
That's so much better. What do you want to say? Oh, we've got to go to a break now. Gav?
I just want to say.
Yeah,
did
go
you
on.
watch Tottenham versus Sunderland?
Yeah,
Sorry, I can't hear.
I
Can
did.
you take the duvet off?
Tottenham versus Sunderland. Yeah, I heard that. Yep.
Did you see Brian Brobby's push on
Romero?
On Kinnicky?
On who?
On Kinnicky, which has caused Romero to be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Yes. The collision.
That is violence. Pulling someone's scrunchie. Martinez didn't even pull his hair. He pulled a scrunchie. Pulling someone's scrunchie is not considered proper violence. I think the rule needs to be changed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but listen, the rule
Good call. You can take the duvet off now. Thanks, Gavin.
Right, thanks. Have a
mate.
great week.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, pal.
Bro, who's Gavin?
That was him, wasn't it?
Name's Gabby.
No, Gavin. It says Gavin on the screen.
Gabby on the screen.
Well, it says Gavin there.
I don't know Gavin is. But anyway, someone's put in there. Martin, the QPR fan, is right.
Maybe he sounds like Gavin when he's got a dishcloth on
If
his
someone
desk.
pulled David Beckham's hair 25 years ago,
Oi.
you'd still be going on about it now.
Yeah, they'll be banned from football. Still to come, we'll be hearing from Mikel Arteta ahead of Arsenal's game against Sporting tomorrow. What a game that could be. First, it's time for No Googling. We want to know who's the oldest ever player to be sent off in the Premier League. Who wrote that? That's an unbelievable question. Any idea? Who's the oldest player ever to be sent off in the Premier League? I'll give you a clue. They were 39. All right?
Okay, no.
Do you want another clue?
Nope.
Okay. You're going to be like that. Right. I'll tell you what we do. Why don't you put a wig on in the break and I'll give you a little target.
That's boy yours.
Huh? Why are you saying that? I can sue you for defamation of character.
It's not one. Sorry.
Oi.
That's not bad.
You'd have had a wig if Man United win. That won't happen. The answer to that, loads more coming up. Live and Drive and talkSPORT after this. Stay where you are.
Let's talk about the Pards derby. Newcastle came to Crystal Palace. They went 1-0 up, but ended up losing 2-1. Mateta, who's had a good week for Palace, even though he wanted to leave at one point. He's happy to be there now, still kicking the corner flag, doing his thing for Palace, but...
Yeah, he's got this dream of, and he's got this goal to play for France. I mean, when you look, Cherky's French, and all the great players they got. I mean, it does look a long shot for him. But if you give him a chance, and he's timed it well, Glasner, he's put him in that European game. They've not been playing well, and he's come to the fore. And they wouldn't have won these 2 games without him. He's not just the way he plays, it's his personality. I think he's an infectious kind of personality.
Is he better than Dom Solanke?
No, I don't think so. But I think in terms of a presence and a personality in the dressing room, that might make up for a lot of his technical faults, if you know what I mean. But, you can't... He has definitely got minerals.
Delivers as well.
You can see when he takes penalties and stuff, he's out... I don't like to say he's having himself, but he is. And I like that. You need players who've got that about them. And great result for them. Newcastle take the lead, lose. And, one of the things about being manager in Newcastle is that result and that fact that they've turned over a lead again will be absolutely scrutinised to the finest detail and the local radio, local press up there, and nowhere for Eddie to go.
Bournemouth will be on the lookout for a new manager this summer with confirmation that Andoni Iraola is making way. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent is Alex Crook.
It's a decision that he relayed to the powers that be at the Vitality Stadium during the international break. Didn't want it to become public knowledge before that huge win against Arsenal at the weekend, so as not to distract from on-field matters. But Iraola will be leaving Bournemouth when his contract expires at the end of the season.
In a statement, the Cherries place on record their sincere thanks for his outstanding contribution. Former Dortmund boss Marco Rose has emerged as the leading contender to replace Iraola. talkSPORT understands Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna is also a potential option. There's more on that story on the live blog at talksport.com. Now we're hearing Manchester United are appealing Lisandro Martinez's hair-pull red card from their loss to Leeds last night. Former Leeds captain Gary McAllister reckons that win at Old Trafford has staved off the threat of relegation once and for all.
As much as they're 6 points clear of the bottom 3, I think they should be at least play games.
Tonight we take you around the grounds for all the goals as they go in, with a close eye on Liverpool versus PSG. And Ben Stokes has played down suggestions of a breakdown in his relationship with Brendan McCullum. The England Test captain has admitted his partnership with the head coach will look a little bit different though. 2 series against New Zealand and Pakistan await this summer.
talkSPORT Champions League Drive. Me, Andy Goldstein, the superstar, the legend, is Darren Bent alongside. Before the break, I asked a question. Who's the oldest ever player to be sent off in the Premier League?
39.
I'll give you a clue. The answer is very ironic.
Okay, so right.
All right? Who's the oldest player to be sent off? So the answer is very ironic.
Ironic. Thiago Silva?
Why have you said that? After the clue, ironic.
I've just gone for
You know what ironic means, right? Irony.
Yeah, like, you're like obviously young, right?
Yeah, correct.
Ashley Young?
Yes. Well, you said young. I'm 39 years and 39 days.
Yeah.
Sent off in August 2024 for Everton against Brighton.
Nice.
Underrated player?
No, I think he was. Do you know what? He's not underrated because I think he's very highly thought of. But he's probably his career in terms of what he's achieved goes under the radar.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, like Man United captain for a while.
When you think Ashley Young, do you think winger or do you think?
Well, I played
right
him as a
wing?
winger, so I always in my head he's always a winger.
Not a fullback.
No, but you talk about winning the league. Win the league with not Napoli. Who did he win the league with? Was it Napoli? Inter. Won the league with Inter. Won. Do you know what I mean? Well played to him, Ashley Young.
Yeah.
Great wide player as well. I mean, I was.
I think we've got him on. Did we get him in the studio? I think he came in the studio years ago. This studio, I'm sure he has.
Listen, I was fortunate enough to have him and Stuart Downing next to me. Now that's like Christmas, that with them two.
Yeah.
Both could run as quick as anyone. Both cross the ball with either foot.
Yeah.
Why are you touching your ear like you've got like?
Because Joe's trying to talk to me while you're talking. I guess what word I definitely heard from Joe.
Break.
Ipswich.
Yeah, of course. Fratton Park tonight. Someone messaged in earlier and went, "What game am I going to be watching? Liverpool, PSG, or Ipswich, Portsmouth?"
Right. That person needs to get a life.
Why?
Sorry, just read out the two games tonight.
Ipswich, Portsmouth.
Yeah.
At Fratton Park.
Or in the Champions League, you can watch
PSG, Liverpool. So obviously, I'm watching Ipswich versus
loser.
Fratton.
You won't be watching that.
How much you want to bet?
You're such a loser.
Do you want to bet?
No, because I know you're an idiot for doing that.
I'll have it on both screens.
Okay, if you've got one big screen, one little one, which is on the big screen? Liverpool,
yeah. Can I finish it? Because how are you going to ask me the question and then answer it? Let me answer.
All right, go on.
The big screen will be Ipswich versus Portsmouth.
Right, Arsenal now will be aiming to make sure they don't bottle another competition when they host Sporting in the Champions League quarterfinals. It's live on talkSPORT tomorrow. They are, of course, 1-0 up from the first leg. Their boss, whose face doesn't change, Mikel Arteta, has been speaking ahead of tomorrow's game. He said he knows his players can get over the line.
I'm on fire. That's it, nothing else. I'm dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position because I know how this club it was. I've done so much against anything that this is beauty. I just see beauty, opportunity, and I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us. And because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's what is driving me every single day. I have zero fear. Fear I had when, if we don't get this done, this club, I don't know where it's going. That was fear. Now, there's no fear. It's just purpose, fire, direction, and conviction that we're going to do it.
What's he taking the winner dog to the conference?
How are you going to disrespect man's press conference?
That's a little bit nuts. Do you know, I looked at the game against Bournemouth. You know what when you lost, you know what my first thought was?
What?
Have you carried enough felt pens about in training together? Because I don't think that's happening. It's not working, is it, the felt pen carrying? You know you did that the last training. I just wonder, maybe for this week you should carry some crayons, pencils to get a result. What do you think?
Well, borrow whatever you used last night.
Ha! Yeah. We're not going for the
no, but listen, Man United, biggest club in the world, slapped, home. But
we've won Champions League, you haven't.
Are you in it?
No, we don't want to be this year.
No, listen, it's...
you're on Com Street for talkSPORT, right?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
I told you before. I was having a good old debrief in the underground for about 6 minutes with Perry Groves before I came upstairs, right?
Yeah. Or today?
Yeah, today.
I saw Perry today, yeah.
I can't remember the last time I sat down and enjoyed watching Arsenal without my stomach. I told you yesterday, because Champions League, actually, I quite enjoyed it. I've not really been as nervous, but I think at the start of the season, if you'd have asked me, or last season, like if Arsenal could only win one big trophy this year, what would it have been? And it would have been the Champions League, because of course that's the is to say you can't sit at the top table. You haven't won the Champions League. Villa have done it, Forest have done it, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, etc. But Arsenal can't sit at that table because they've never won it, which is a fair point. But then, as the season's progressed and Arsenal have had big gaps at the top of the table, I almost feel like it has to be the league now, because for Arsenal not to win the league, this type of scenario would have had to happen, which is what's going on now. That horrific run where you're not playing well, you're losing games. And I didn't want this to ever be the case. I want us to kind of just sail away, win the Premier League, and then maybe get the Champions League as a bonus. But it's almost getting to that point now where I'm like, oh my goodness, like we need to just keep winning the Champions League, because that feels like where the feel-good factor is with the Champions League. But it's it's tough. It's really tough right now, and it's all Arsenal can do. I'm not nervous about tomorrow, because Arsenal at the minute in the Champions League are playing with a little bit more freedom.
Yeah. Are you nervous about Sunday?
Yeah, of course, petrified.
Yeah. So I asked Perry that question. He went, "No, I think we'll beat them."
I mean, he's the most positive fan, and speaking to Perry earlier, I was like, okay, made me feel a little bit better.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, I'm still petrified, because right now you can't deny it. Manchester City look like they could not only score 2, 3, 4, but they've got so many players. Semenyo's playing well. The worrying thing at the weekend was they scored 3 and Haaland didn't get one, which means he's due one. So you got Haaland, Shirky's incredible, Semenyo, Doku.
Even people like Gurhey is stepping up. O'Reilly,
Rodri's playing really well now.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, you know he's always going to be a 9 out of 10. At the minute, I'm struggling to see where the weakness is. Like Kushinov and Gay hit the centre half all of a sudden.
Yeah,
look
Kushinov looks...
Mate, top draw.
He looks top draw.
He is so fast. And do you know what?
Powerful as well.
Even when he first came to Manchester City, right, and he made a few mistakes on his debut, didn't he? And he looked really out.
Really bad mistakes, yeah.
Right? There was a couple of times that the ball went into the corner or in behind, and he let his legs go and he went, Phew! And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, he's quick. But it was like, can he put it all together? Now he looks like he can put it all together because him and Gahey, the partnership, looks incredible. So, yeah, of course, I'm nervous. But Arsenal have got to go there and win. Or believe they can win.
Just going back to the game tomorrow night, what's going to happen?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night. 1-0 up you are.
I can see Arsenal winning 2-0. But it not being enjoyable.
First goals are so important again. Yeah, I know we say that a lot, but it really is tomorrow night.
I think Arsenal will win 2-0, but it won't be a performance where you go 2-0. Like at the end of the game, you look at the result without the context of the game, and you go Arsenal won comfortably. I can see that us having moments where we're able to hang on, dig in, and then scoring goals. Like that's been the problem and that was always a concern of mine when it comes to Arsenal. Even though they've got so many good players, what happens in terms of on the offence when set pieces stop working? Now, at the minute, they're not working.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what's next? How do we break teams down? How do we score? So hopefully that all comes together tomorrow.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think tomorrow?
Well, you 1-0 up.
Yeah. Going to say something stupid now.
No, it's that first goal. If you get it, I think you'll win. If they get it, I think you might crumble. Your home crowd, I worry about your home crowd because the players can almost feed. Well, they do. They feed off the confidence, or they feed off the worry.
Yeah, the nerves.
The desperation. That's probably the word, right?
We're all desperate. Supporters, and that's the
I know, but I think that filters through to the players.
You can't help it as a supporter. You're desperate for Arsenal, been so close the last 3 years. And as a player, I've been there. When you've been, certainly not in this position, trying to win the league, but say a relegation battle, right?
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling when you start the game and you're a bit tentative, but you want to do well. And say there's like a nearly pass where they nearly intercept it, or there's a slight mistake, and you hear the whole crowd go, "Ooh!" On the pitch, you go, "Oh my goodness!" Like, whoa.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. You go, "Oh, I hope that doesn't happen again."
Can I, Joe? Can we stay with this for a bit? Is that all right? Joe says yeah. I'm curious as to your views, right? So there's this agenda against Arsenal, right? Everyone wants them to lose the league, right? Now, my reason for wanting you to lose the league is because for you, right? Because I love you, you know that, right? Yep. But the fact...
Weird,
no, it's not.
Where's this going?
But leave your wife, I'll leave mine, and we'll go live together. No, but I love you like a brother, right? And I've done the show for however many years. But the one thing that I couldn't take will be next season...
Be laughing in your face.
And you sitting there as a Premier League champion, right? Yeah. Genuinely, right, all jokes aside, has nothing to do with my love or dislove of Arsenal.
It's just me, my happiness.
It's just you. If you supported Liverpool, I wouldn't want Liverpool to win it. If you supported...
City...
Chelsea, any other team, it's exactly the same, right? But other supporters don't know you. And so their hate of Arsenal is because it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Do you think there is more dislike? I don't want to use the word hatred. Do you think there is more dislike towards Arsenal and more hope Arsenal don't win the league than any other team in this position at this stage of the season?
100%. Yeah,
you do?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why that is.
Mate, listen, I think a lot of it's to do with, and listen, I've only met him a handful of times, right? But certainly other supporters of other clubs, one of the big reasons as to why they're so desperate for Arsenal to fail is the manager. They don't like his antics. They don't like the way he's on the sideline. He's run up and down. He's never in his technical area.
Yeah. Win the dog, the light bulbs,
all this type of stuff, right? I mean, over the weekend, I've never seen so many videos on social media of supporters of other clubs celebrating when City beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely crazy. So I think maybe some other supporters, and again...
But don't you think like when Slot starts failing at Liverpool, it's exactly the same?
No, because I almost feel like with other supporters as well, and listen, they're entitled to their opinion, they almost feel like Arsenal fans and Arsenal Football Club, there's an entitlement. Like, Arsenal are a big club. Like,
I don't know if it is more. Like, look at Ruben Amorim when we lost to Grimsby, right?
Yeah.
And we sat there with tactics board on his lap. That went viral. That was nuts.
Yeah, but again, it's just... Because Man United have won so much, so often.
Yeah.
It almost feels a little bit like it's Man United, so what really can you say to them? But, and I made the point before with the Champions League draw. If Arsenal fans had come out and said, look at the draw we've got on the Champions League, look at the side, we're going all the way, other supporters would have gone, see, that's why I can't stand Arsenal, because they're arrogant, right?
Yeah.
The fact that Arsenal fans didn't say anything, it was all the other supporters going, hold on a second here, if you don't win the Champions League, you're not bottling it. So Arsenal can't win.
Unless you win.
Unless we win. So, and that's the they win, people are always going to have this kind of stick to
do
beat them
you
with.
think that filters through to the players? Because like 20 years ago, the world that we live in, social media, didn't exist.
Newspapers, and that was it.
So all the talk of me and you talking about this like that wouldn't have appeared on a social website,
No.
right? It just wouldn't have happened.
Unless you listen to the
Unless
radio.
you're listening, right? Do you think all the stuff that goes about on social media, the stuff you said about Arteta and win the dog and all that, right? Not just from here, but from everywhere. Do you think that filters through to the players?
Yeah, of course, because they're all on social media, so they see everything. They see the good, they see the bad, they see the negative, they see the, you know what I mean? They you see everything. Even as a player, when I played, and social media wasn't that big, but Twitter was a big thing.
Yeah.
You'd still hear it, you'd still read it in the newspapers, you'd still see it on Twitter. It was available, you'd still see it on various platforms.
Yeah.
Now it's accessible 24/7. You can't hide from it. So unless you're guarded in terms of social media, it's always going to seep through. If you're not playing well, all these fan channels, he ain't playing well, he ain't going to play it well. Trust me, it's going to get to him. He'll hear it, he'll feel it.
You think you get through?
Yeah, against Sporting, yeah.
Okay. Would it be difficult for you on comms? You're on live comms tomorrow.
Nah, I'm always impartial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think you are impartial.
Yeah.
We have proof of that when you were doing the FA Cup game.
No, impartial would be
No.
no. Listen.
When Arsenal scored, you went, "What a great goal that was!"
I went, "Oh, Andy Townsend, who in my opinion is the best."
Yeah.
He went, "What a goal! What a goal!" He's celebrating him.
I think we had proof last time.
I'll get Townsend's up.
Yeah, Townsend's is worse. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. We'll have team news, talking to Champions League football, Liverpool in action against PSG tonight. Team news ahead of that one word Billy, and the show quiz. Lots happening in the last hour of our show, but as I said, the best of talkSPORT when we come back.
It's almost like they're just so scared at the minute. Mate, honestly, what's happened, mate? What's happened? You lot are finding new ways to disgrace yourselves. Somehow, in the last 2 years, every week you find another way to embarrass yourselves and disgrace yourselves, and you've done it again. I mean, I don't know how you do it, mate. You lot, you are some team. Every week it's the same thing, yet it gets worse. It's worse and worse and worse and worse.
What do you want?
I don't know what you want to say, mate.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I want to see you lot try and pull yourself away from the Championship. Now, what you do? You know what you're doing? You want to go there. Here's what I'm seeing now.
What do you mean?
It's at the end of the night, right? You know, the end of the night when everyone's gone out and loads of beers.
Terrible analogy.
At the end of the night, you say to your mates, I'm not having a kebab on the way home. Right? That's what you say, right? I don't want a kebab. Right? I don't want to disgrace myself. Mate, you want kebab. You are that kebab team.
Yeah.
Every single week. It's not because no, it's not because no one wants to wake up stinking a kebab. And you lot stink a kebab.
Yeah.
You stink a kebab. Fingers next morning. You know that smell? That's what you do. You got stinky fingers next morning.
Yeah.
stink kebab fingers.
Honestly, mate, I just can't deal with you with this mask and this hat and this.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Steve. Go on, lads.
Jack, can I request something afterwards?
Champions League driver talkSPORT. Me, Goldstein, him, Darren Bent in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Still to come, we'll be asking whether Liverpool can pull off another Anfield miracle tonight. Just quickly, John Terry JT is part of a consortium who are reportedly set to buy League Two side Colchester United. We'll have some fun in just a moment with the best of talkSPORT. But now it's competition time. Did we work out how to say the word debenture? Did we work that out? How did you say it?
Debenture. I thought it was debenture.
Let's go debenture. Is that the way you say it? It is. Okay.
So is it?
Well, it's competition time now. We've got 2 tickets. I'll point to you when I need the word. We've got 2 tickets for the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Championships on Monday, July the 6th. Up for grabs. You'll be watching the world's best from the official Wimbledon
adventure
seats on centre court. You'll also have exclusive
adventure
lounge access throughout the day. The perfect place to soak up the atmosphere between matches. For your chance to win these tickets in the
adventure
lounge, text the word "win," not you win. No, not you win. To 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus standard network rate. Or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close at 4 p.m. on Thursday. 80 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com for your chance to win, not you, the
adventure
lounge tickets. Text the word 83338 now. Now it's time for this. I think we smashed that. Yeah, time for the best of talkSPORT and friends. You know what to do. Let's kick things off with last night's Sports Spa. 4 days away from O'Hara's wedding. However, on that same day, Spurs played Brighton at 5:30. Jason Cundy is coming prepared.
I'm bringing the clown outfit as well, mate. You think I'm wearing a black bow tie?
If you wear...
I think I'm wearing a black bow tie.
I'm going to tell you now, right?
I'm taking the mask, I'm taking the hat, I'm taking the bow tie, and every photo I'm in...
After my wedding, I'll never work with you again.
I hope he does that. Would Cundy be out of order if he wears the Ange mask?
I mean, maybe don't wear it in the church. But I think the after bit's fair game,
If
right?
they lose, he has to wear it because the same time Brighton are playing.
Yeah, you know, what's it after the win? You know the bit after we have the dinner and the speech and then it turns into a party?
Yeah.
Wear it then.
I think at the church.
No, you can't do the church, man.
I think at the church. What's the worst way to ruin a wedding? Probably saying I don't.
No. You know when... No. I think the worst thing could happen is, you know, when you go, is anyone here, could give reasons, and someone just turns up.
Can I just say, at my mate's wedding, I won't say what mate, it doesn't matter. Yeah. When they said if anyone here knows of any reason why, that I gave it a big old cough, like that, and they turned around and I went, excuse me, sorry, carry on. He went
you.
White. He went, it's horrific for him. Any tips for O'Hara getting married? Second time lucky? Yeah. Who was the first? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Jeez. No, just, you know, enjoy yourself, mate. That's all I got for you. No, but listen, he's learned his lessons from the first one.
I don't think a leopard. Make sure you get your calls into the Sports Spike. Returns at 10:15 tonight following a huge night of Champions League football.
Over to the breakfast show. Jeff Delling's back on talkSPORT following an extended break, and people have been texting in.
6 minutes past 6, John Barnes has texted me, said, Jeff, retire, please. You're so boring. That's 3 minutes, John. Come on. Give me a break. At least wait 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And before you laugh, Andy, he goes on a bit later on. He says, Andy's just as bad.
Yeah. Thanks, John. Nice to see you, mate.
Jeez. Why would you read that out?
Can't believe my text got through.
Is that the real John Barnes?
I would imagine not.
Okay. How do you think Jeff got on travelling the world?
I'm guessing there was a lot of moaning. A lot of moaning going on that trip. Why are you all nodding?
What do you think he'll do when he retires?
Moan.
Who gives you the most amount of stick over text?
What do you mean over text?
Yeah, just
like personal text coming to me.
Yeah.
Oh, all me mates. We'll do that, don't we?
Yeah, okay, nice.
I get a lot. Well, it depends. If my team lose, I get it from you lot on a drive one.
The breakfast show returns at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Big Alan Brazil will be alongside Super Ali McCoy.
I did notice that Del the Back was very vocal last night in our WhatsApp group. Didn't hear from him over the weekend. Isn't that weird? Not a peep. Sticking with the elderly. Is that where we're going next? I think I've lost a bit of paper. Is that where we're going next?
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking with the elderly. A bit harsh. Let's finish with this afternoon's Hawksby and Jacob show. Here's Andy Jacobs discussing plucking his ear hair. Oh, my God.
I think I must have bought at least 10 of these things.
Hey, do you look at that? None of this. It's not like he's just suddenly done this. He's using. It obviously works. But I don't like the idea of you sharing with all this. You pick 28 hairs out your ears. That's quite vile.
Jeez.
I've got an ear trimmer.
What?
I've got an ear trimmer.
Have you? Does it work?
Yeah.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hairy are you?
I'm not that hairy, to be fair.
You got hair on your back?
No.
You got hairy arms? Hairy legs?
Yeah, a little bit. Not massively.
Downstairs?
No.
Right.
Downstairs with my legs.
Yeah, I could talk about grooming. About grooming, we can talk about that. You groomed? What's wrong with that? You can talk about groom. Well, what's one grooming device that every man should own?
I mean, the obvious one is a toothbrush. Is that grooming? That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a toothbrush, then it's getting wrong, mate.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a gimme, right? Everyone's got that.
But trust me, you want to speak to some people, they ain't.
I bought a new toothbrush last week. Oh. I actually said to my wife, it's mind-blowing.
It says mine.
Is it a Braun one?
Yeah, and does it go, you know, when you and then 2 minutes? Yeah.
And it's got the 3 lights on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's expensive.
And also afterwards,
it's like going to the dentist.
Does it give you a little colour in terms of it tells you
how good you've been?
If you've been good, it's green.
Yeah.
Red is amber's like yeah. Yeah, I got that expensive though. Wow.
Who's got the worst studio etiquette at talkSPORT?
The worst studio etiquette. And I've only shared the studio with a few. Worst studio etiquette.
I'll tell you, Az. I love Andy Jacobs. Just gets up and goes. I'll tell you, Az. What did you find on the table when you walked in?
Cough sweet.
A half, sucked cough sweet on the table.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. For the best bits of the show...
No. Give them... Hey, listen.
For the best bits of the show, check out Adrian Day Daily, wherever you get your podcast from. Meanwhile, download 21 Minutes to Go, me and Cundy. This week's is called Porn or Bjorn. It's revisited. So if you're a fan of the sports bar, Porn or Bjorn back in the day, download 21 Minutes to Go. When we come back...
Or don't.
No, sorry. You were told by management to give some love.
No, actually, I was told by management to give some love, and then as you left, he went, don't bother.
No, absolute lie.
All right.
Swearing your kids lie.
I'm doing it.
There you go. And we come back, we're building up to a big game in the Champions League tonight. Liverpool take on PSG. We'll
outspoken. From outspoken.
We'll be outspoken. We'll have team news tonight, and one more Billy will be getting duffed up by Benny a bit later on.
Out of the stadium on Saturday, and I'm an old school, and I said to your researcher that I think this goes back a long way. It goes back to Arsene Wenger the last 11 years. We're cowardly. We've got nobody in the midfield. We've got a lovely bunch of players that are all on their own lovely. No Patrick Vieira. Nobody to stamp their foot. No, Patrick Vieira would have been the ideal person on Saturday because he would have got in amongst them. Declan Rice, amazing player. Amazing player. You can't knock him. Zubamendi, great technical player. But every time we tackle somebody, they're picking them up. Are you okay? Are you all right? We need somebody, Simon will probably tell you this in business, you need somebody that can hardball, that can go in and say, that's not working. What are you boys doing? They were all popping Zubamendi out on the pitch on Saturday because he was giving the ball away, to be fair. But this goes back to the Wenger days of turning us into a weak, cowardly club. And sadly, we're going to go up there Saturday. I'll be up there Sunday. I think it'll be 5-0. I've got this horrible feeling that they're going to tear us apart. I don't know what Danny thinks about. He spoke earlier about having somebody in the midfield that calms the nerve. We haven't got that. We just haven't got it.
And it's not going to be that, is it? When did Arsenal last concede 5 in a game? I mean,
I understand his fear. I understand his fear because if Arsenal played like they did at the weekend and City played like
Ever fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates? Well, this season you actually can, and not just there. You can do it at Anfield, Goodison Park, Stamford Bridge and Old Trafford too. But hold on, I hear you cry. Isn't drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games illegal? You're right, for the men's game it still is, but the Women's Super League is doing something different, and here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. From fan riots at the 1980 Scottish Cup final to the Heysel disaster years later, things were unsafe and the consequences were disastrous. Then in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed, especially since other sports don't face the same restrictions. If you're popping down to watch the Red Roses roar at Twickenham, feel free to grab a pint on the way to your seat. Wandering down to Lords to catch some boundary bashing? Fill your boots with G&Ts. But if you were hoping to cheers your club's promotion to the Premier League with a Prosecco in hand from pitchside, sorry, it'll have to be tea or Bovril. In 2021, it looked like things might finally change. The government commissioned the Crouch Report, a fan-led review into football governance. One recommendation was to allow League Two and National League clubs to lift the alcohol ban to boost matchday revenue. But nothing came of it. Authorities still weren't convinced that fans could be trusted. And then in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL 2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. Now, the women's game is raising the bar, literally. Select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move, showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Well, Matt, to last hour, Champions League drive on talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Bent is here.
5 minutes into the second. Now Ezra!
Yeah, unbiased. Unbiased commentary tomorrow.
Great finish.
Still to come, we'll bring you the latest edition of Clutching at Scores. You like that?
Oh, I don't know what the score is in that. That's.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the score is in that either.
Yeah, I think a little gap, maybe about 2-3 points.
Well, you think you're still in front?
Yeah, only by 2 or 3 though, not many.
I think it was 2 or 3 last time, wasn't it? Oh, Juicer Joe's giving the old Stephen Hendry raised eyebrows.
Well, 1 maybe.
Watch this space. But now England's Lionesses, they host Spain in a World Cup qualifier at 7 p.m. Team news for that is in. The one and only Angelina Kelly has all the details. Angelina, good evening to you.
Good evening. European champions England take on world champion Spain tonight in their World Cup qualifier in front of over 73,000 fans at Wembley. Just 8.5 months after these two sides faced each other in the Euros final that the Lionesses won. Captain Leah Williamson does not make the squad for tonight's game. After being a doubt due to a hamstring injury, her Arsenal teammate Lottie Wubben-Moy takes her place at centre-back, and it means Keira Walsh is handed the captain's armband as she makes her 100th England cap tonight. Serena Wiegman names a very strong 11, including Hannah Hampton, Lucy Bronze, Georgia Stanway, and a front three of Lauren James, Alessia Russo and Lauren Hemp. Spain manager Sonia Bermudez also names a strong 11 with Barcelona goalkeeper Cata Coy returning from injury and Esther Gonzalez back up front after being away on maternity leave. Aitana Bonmati is still recovering from her leg break at the end of last year, but it's a very strong midfield, including Ballon d'Or winner Alexia Putellas and Arsenal's Mariona Caldente. Ahead of kick-off tonight, there will be a special presentation to pay tribute to Mary Earps' England career and her contribution to English football. She retired from international duty weeks before the European Championships last year and caused a lot of controversy, but still earned 53 caps for her country and was a key figure in the Euro 2022 triumph and the historic 2023 Women's World Cup run to the final. Kick-off is at 7 p.m. It's England versus Spain.
Angie, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still there.
What do you think the reception will be for Mary Earps? Because as you said there, the Hannah Hampton situation, it didn't go down well at all. Obviously, the release of her book, some of the quotes in the book. Do you still expect her to get a warm reception, or do you think it'll be mixed?
I think it could be mixed. Serena Wiegmann has spoken in the media and has asked fans to not boo her. I think overall it will be okay, but a lot of people love Hannah Hampton. She's very charismatic. She was amazing for England in goal during the European Championships, and yeah, she's got a lot of fans, and the way that Mary Earp spoke about her, I think for a lot of people was very disappointing. So, you know, she will have some fans here tonight that will potentially have something to say, but I think overall, now that the dust has settled and Mary has come out since the release of the book and taken some accountability and said that, you know, she maybe would have done things differently, maybe it will be a bit of a warm welcome, but worst case, maybe they'll bump the music in case there's any booing.
Angelina, superstar, we're checking with you in a bit. Thanks for that. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right, can Liverpool pull off another Anfield miracle tonight?
Kvaratskhelia. Continuing his run, he's inside the penalty area, left-hand side. Doué doesn't need him, he's just walked it round the goalkeeper and side-foots it in.
It was really worrying and concerning the way Liverpool did crumble.
That performance last night, it was an absolute shambles.
Can your team live up to the club's reputation of the past?
We need to be very, 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 very special tomorrow because we're playing against the champions of Europe. So that makes the task more complicated, but not impossible.
And it's taken quickly. Oh, it is in! It's Divock Origi again!
Look, it will probably be one of those amazing Anfield nights.
It is a Merseyside miracle for Liverpool.
They've got to stand up and be counted individually and collectively.
I'm ready to die on the pitch tomorrow. We want it so bad. We worked for it so bad. In one game, everything can happen in Anfield.
Dying on the pitch. Over the top. Liverpool has PSG tonight, knowing they'll need a miracle to reach the Champions League semi-finals. 2-0 down from last week's first leg. Their boss, Arne Slot, has been speaking to the media ahead of the game. He was asked how they'll approach the game tonight.
People find it probably very hard to believe what I'm going to say now, but the approach is not so different for tomorrow than it was in Paris, because for the people who know me, I never put out a team and tell them to go to a low block for 90 minutes. Actually, if you're really looking the game back, you could see that we've pressed them high on multiple occasions. Unfortunately, 7 or 8 of those moments led to them being one-on-one to our goalkeeper. So, again, the approach tomorrow will be to take the risk, because that's, first of all, what we need.
What will Liverpool fans be thinking when they hear that they're going to approach this game the same way they did the first leg, which they lost 2-0?
Listen, I thought they started off okay. They tried to get on the front foot, but going to Paris is a tough place to go and to get anything. But I think you have to. I think for Liverpool, and certainly with the players that you've got at your disposal, I think that's the only way you can approach it. I don't think you've got the players, although if you have to do it, I'm sure they've got quality players to do it. But I don't think it suits the way that they play. They've got players that are exciting on the front foot, that want to get forward. I mean, they've got a pair of fullbacks in Frimpong and Kirkes or Robertson that want to get forward. You've got Wirtz, Ekitike or Isak, Gakpo, Rio Igamoa, you know what I mean? Salah. They've got players there that they don't want to be on the back foot just sitting trying to hold out and then hopefully try and catch them on the counter-attack. They want to be on the front foot. They want to be playing in their half, PSG's half. I know it's easier said than done, but listen, you're 2-0 down. Like, go for it. If you listen, if you go and get beat, but you get beat on your shield, you die on your shield, where you might get beat 4-2, but you've had a right go at it, I think supporters would go, yeah, okay, it's not what we want, but at least you've had a go. You ain't just sat there and it's been boring.
Yeah. We talked about this ever so briefly at the top of the show. If Liverpool concede a goal tonight, the first goal, is it over?
Yeah, because they've got to score 4.
Yeah. Well, 3 to get extra time.
Well, yeah, but to win if they want to win the game,
it could be penalties.
Yeah, in normal time 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, because then you're throwing caution to the wind, so you're gonna have to throw men forward. And boy, when you've got the likes of Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Doué, waiting for you.
Frightening. If you're the Liverpool manager tonight, knowing how difficult it's going to be for Liverpool if they do go a goal down, would you do anything tactically different for the first 25, 30 minutes?
No.
You know, sometimes we see away teams usually sit and then just wait and try and break on the counter and nick a goal.
Yeah.
Would you maybe do that for the first, just to make sure you don't concede after 30 minutes?
Nah, because again, I just don't think, like, if you try and do that, I don't think, say he goes with McAllister and Gravenberch, right, in terms of like, Gravenberch has been decent, but he's not played as well as he did last year. McAllister hasn't got the legs to run with them boys in the middle of the park. Vitinha and them, they'll run all over him. So you're best off just getting on the front foot and trying to. Because I always think when you go into a game like this, right, and you go tactically, right, we're going to be a little bit more defensive minded, and maybe we'll nick a goal or we'll hit them on the counter attack, and that's how you build into the game in terms of tactically all week. We're going to set up in a system where we kind of counter attack, we get men behind the ball, we make it really tight, really difficult for them to break down, and they break it down in the first 2 minutes, and the plan's gone. So you might as well go, let's play the way that we play Liverpool, get on the front foot. As I said, the likes of Salah, I didn't even mention Szoboszlai. Get him running forward, Ekitike or Isak, Wirtz. Get these players on the ball in the areas that you want them to do their damage.
If the game was a Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, would you give them less chance, Liverpool?
Yeah.
Really? You think it's that important under the lights on a weekday?
We've seen it, Andy. The amount of times, I was looking just now at some of Liverpool's, obviously, cup results in this competition. Some of the performances from Liverpool have been crazy over the years. Like how they've turned it around, and it just gets loud in there. It's just whether they can kind of reproduce that kind of energy, that atmosphere. But the players have got to give the fans something to cheer about.
Yeah, if they nick a goal early, it's game on, right?
Game on.
What will the score be tonight, D? Live updates on talkSPORT. We've got team news, by the way, in tonight's show.
So I can see Liverpool winning 2-1.
2-2. Then what happened? Oh, no.
But they're out.
Oh, yeah, 3-2. Sorry,
yeah, I can see Liverpool winning 2-1.
Yeah. It pains me to say it. I think Liverpool might get through tonight. And that's so unlike me to say that. I just think the noise... The first goal, okay? I'll say this. Whoever gets the first goal wins the game. That's what I'll say. If Liverpool get the first, they'll go on and win it.
Yeah.
If PSG get it, it's over. That's what. But I think Liverpool have got more than a chance tonight.
But I think PSG haven't played since they played Liverpool in the first leg.
Okay.
Because they moved the fixtures.
Does that matter?
I know it's a completely different circumstance and they're a lot better than you. But I wonder, when you looked at United's performance last night, because you hadn't played for such a long time.
Yeah, 3.5 weeks.
It looked like you were leggy, like a little bit like, trying to get up to speed. Whereas because Leeds have played in between that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, obviously they're in the semi-final, aren't they?
Yeah.
So they've
the cup game.
Yeah, they've had a game. They look like they were a bit like not fresher, but
is that our first game back since international break?
It's been a long time, mate. Yeah,
isn't it?
And that's how you played.
That's ridiculous.
So I just wondered maybe, but I know it's only a weekend that PSG haven't played for, but
okay.
I think for them to win Liverpool, they're going to have to probably put in the performance of the season to win this.
Liverpool fans, my switchboard is completely and utterly clear. If you're a Liverpool fan and you think you've got a chance tonight, I'd like to hear from you. 03717 223344. If you go into the game, again, give us a call. And if Liverpool fans think you've got absolutely no chance, I don't think there'll be too many of them. But either way, we'd love to hear from you this evening. 03717 223344 is the magic number. Dial that. You could be next live on Drive on talkSPORT.
And Tyson Fury, along with Mr. Warren alongside him in the ring, had a look at Anthony Joshua sitting ringside. And Fury honed in on Joshua and said, okay, how about it?
Next, I want to give you the fight you've all been waiting for. I want you, AJ, Anthony Joshua. Let's give the fight fans what they want. The Battle of Britain. And here's my challenge. I challenge you, Andy Joshua, to fight me, the Gypsy King, next. Do you accept my challenge?
Tonight is your night, and you know I'll sit across that ring from you in due time. You ain't going to tell me what to do. I've been chasing you for the last 10 years. When you're ready, you come and see me and tell me your terms and conditions, and I'll have you in the ring when I'm ready. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
You work for me.
Look at it.
I'm the landlord. Remember that. I'm the landlord. You work for me.
Now, I've got to say, Simon, I thought AJ handled that brilliantly.
Yeah, to a point. I think he's absolutely right not to allow the whip hand to be Tyson Fury's, because Tyson's all pumped up after being back in the ring and having just won a fight. The flip side of it is I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. Superstar is Darren Bent, alongside in partnership with our new friends at Giacomo. Style and brands for every man. Still to come, we'll have team news ahead of a busy night in the Champions League. And, of course, the EFL. Just quickly, Arsenal and Chelsea both want Newcastle left back Lewis Hall in the summer. Bournemouth will leave the club when his contract is up in the summer. And Liverpool's Dominic Szoboszlai has been speaking to the media ahead of tonight's game at home to PSG. Was asked if players believe they can turn the tie around.
Personally, I believe completely, because I know what we are able to do. I know what kind of players we have. I know what kind of mentality we have, and we showed it many times. Maybe not every time, but many times. And that's what we need tomorrow from the start of the game.
Shall we take your calls on all the above? We shall in just a moment, because it's time now for this.
Couldn't believe you got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my Sunday League team defend better than our back line. Welcome to Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yes, back to the lines in a moment, but just quickly, let's hear from Aaron Nolan, from our friends at Paddy Power, who's got something he wants to get off his chest in this week's Moni fans feature. Aaron's reputation of being a bit of a moaner, well established. Let's find out what he's moaning about.
Why are Arsenal inviting pressure on themselves? I don't mean the performances, I mean off the pitch. The stupid pen and ball game on the training ground, have you seen that? And dragging the big screen and speaker out to play cold TikTok edits of the players as they train. Don't do that, and definitely don't allow anyone to record post it. You're allowing trolls in, you're allowing meme accounts to have a field day. No one likes Arsenal already. Don't want to give Goldstein ammunition to have a go. And it's only going to get worse now that they're losing games.
Can I have a moment about Aaron Nolan?
I named it there from Aaron. We should do that. Bennett and I are going to see if we can outmow the Mona in our own complaints of the week. We've got 30 seconds each to vent. Producer Joe will decide who's the best. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
DB, your 30 seconds to have a good old moan up. Begin now.
Yeah, no, rival fans obviously celebrating the Chelsea. I don't understand it. I get it. But realistically, why are so many football fans against Arsenal winning the title? Concentrate on your own team. I think that's what you've got to do. But when I'm seeing some of the images on social media of fans celebrating, kissing the TV, celebrating when Man City scored, I just think, like, why? Why don't you worry about your own team? Don't worry about what's happening to Arsenal, what happened to them getting beat, or Man City beating Chelsea. Worry about your own team. And that's too much nowadays. We focus on the wrong things. We should focus on our own team doing as well as it can.
I liked it, but you did use the sentence, I don't understand it, I get it. That's what you said. That was one line after. I don't understand it. I get it.
All right, let me write down something you said.
All right. So do you understand it or do you not get it?
Where's the pen?
Do you understand it or not?
No, this is your
I don't understand it. I get it. Sentence. That was one sentence followed by the next. I don't understand it. I get it.
Pen gone?
I don't understand it, but I get it. My 30 seconds starts now. My moan is about people, and more importantly, the owner of Napoli, moaning about changing the rules of football. A game that's not broken. Apparently wants to change it from 90 minutes to 50. Just so the young kids who can't put down their iPhone for more than 2 seconds enjoy the game. Nothing wrong with football. We don't need goalkeepers to hold the ball for 8 seconds. You don't need a stopwatch. You don't need to change offside. There should be daylight between the last. No. Football's fine. Leave it alone. Leave it for 90 minutes. It's perfect. As was that, Joseph.
Joe, it's rubbish.
Joe, anyone that says, I don't understand it, I get it, you can't vote for that.
No, but also as well...
I don't understand it, I get it. I don't understand that.
For the amount of people... Thank you. For the amount of people that go... No amount of people. The amount of times Andy says, I know I'll change the offside. Do the feet. So that was a lie he said over there, wasn't it? I won't change football. It's perfect. But in our meeting all the time, I'd use the feet. I don't
get it, but I get it.
Use feet.
I don't get it, but I get it.
No, but I use feet.
I don't understand it, I get it. I don't understand you lunatic. Who's won that?
He said me.
How can Bent win that? That's Paddy Money fans feature for today, 18+ gamblerware.org.
Money fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yeah, game's perfect. You should change your offside and need the feet.
No, I didn't say that. People are moaning about changing it, and I'm saying if you want to change it to this, but leave it.
Have you said about the feet?
Oh, handball touches your cuff.
Have you seen the feet? No, have you seen the feet? Would you change the feet offside?
I don't get it, but I get it.
How many times have you said?
I get it, but I don't get it. Paul's a Liverpool fan. Hello, Paul.
How we doing, boys? You all good?
Good, man. Tickety boo, how are you?
I'm very well, very well. So a couple of things. Tonight we need to go into the game with the mindset we had when we were 3-0 down against Barcelona. If we do that, we'll be fine. A funny thing, this season is very similar to the 2005 season when we won the league. When we won the Champions League. We weren't particularly good in the league that year, but our number 8 had an outstanding season, very similar to Mr. Szoboszlai. And what I would like to see tonight is Engamoa given a chance, because he is the unknown quantity that PSG don't really know much about.
Are you comparing Gerrard to Szoboszlai?
He's having a very similar season to Stevie in 2005, yes.
Stevie in 2005 was incredible.
Who's your manager in 05?
Rafa.
Where's Rafa, yeah.
Are you comparing Rafa to Arne Slot?
No, I'm saying that Szoboszlai is having a very similar season to Steven Gerrard.
Paul, let me ask you a question then, because you've got so many options. What do you do in the attacking areas, the front three? Who's that?
I would actually start with Isak. I'd actually start with Chiesa instead of Salah, and I would start with Rio on the left.
Do you think any other Liverpool fans would agree with that front three?
That's entirely up to them. That's my opinion. That's the beauty of the game. We all have opinions. I would bring Mo on with half an hour to go. But I'd like to see Chiesa given a go and given some free reign.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, that's a rogue one, but I do like Chiesa. He's not obviously been the same since that Italy won that Euros, but
the injury,
he has shown flashes where you go, wow.
Paul, good call. Thanks for that. Let's speak to Dan, Liverpool fan. Daniel?
Hello, you okay?
I'm good, thanks for asking. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. All good. Just after the match now, so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to, haven't you, with this PSG side, like they are incredible. They're brilliant up front, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me say, and it was difficult for me to say, but I do think if you get the first goal tonight, you'll go through.
The first goal's massive, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's got to be early, though, like Barcelona. If you get that early goal, it just sinks that bit of doubt in PSG's mind. But that last goal, saying Salah shouldn't start. Salah, European nights under the light. This is what it's about, Mo Salah, do you know what I mean? Don't start him on the bench, because he's going to come off. He's going to come on, and he's going to be half bothered, because he's off at the end of the season. You've got to start him, but you have to start Rio Engamoa tonight. That is not enough. That's like, you've got to.
So Dan, who's down the middle? Because you've got Rio on one side, Salah on the other. Who'd you play down the middle?
I wouldn't start Isak. I just don't think he's fit enough yet. But I'd just start Ekitike. Ekitike, when he gets the ball, he's good playing the 1-2s, but people need to come and show for it. You watched it last week. He was just stood up there and you've got it. He's got to come back as well as just stay up. So come back, receive the ball, take the ball, play 1-2s. That's what he's good at. He can take people on, but we've just got to be on it tonight. Like Szoboszlai saying there, he's going to die on the pitch. Well, don't come out in the media and say, I'm going to die on the pitch. Show it on the pitch. We had Curtis Jones after PSV saying, oh, we just need to hit someone. And then he never hit someone. So we've just got to be in from the off tonight. So I don't know, a bit cautious, but let's just go for it. What have we got to lose? Now we're 2-0 down. Get that first goal, and we're on it.
Thanks, Dan. Good call.
Yeah. I'm not starting Chiesa over Salah.
No, nor mine.
I think my front three would probably be to start Salah. I mean, I'd like to start Isak, but I don't know how fit he is. Ekitike and Rio and Gamoa. Vert's in the 10.
So who's playing down the middle?
Ekitike. I'd like to start Isak, but I don't know how fit he is.
No. Okay. Still to come, we'll have team news ahead of that game, actually, and of course the game in the EFL. But first, it's time for No Googling. One of Liverpool's most famous comebacks, of course, is the 05 Champions League final against AC Milan. Gerrard, Xabi Alonso both scored in the 3-3 draw. Who scored Liverpool's other goal? You know it? Why are you smiling?
I know it.
Okay. And the answer to that, team news and loads cramming in the next 32 minutes. Stay with us to find out whether or not I'm lying, but I'm not. It's the truth.
Tottenham Hotspur, this mighty club with a phenomenal stadium, we all know that, of course, are looking at heading to Sheffield United, with all due respect, Birmingham, Swansea, Preston, Stoke next season. Is that what's going to happen? Graham's a big Tottenham fan and joins us live. Graham, good morning. Is that what's going to happen?
I'm sorry to say, I think at the minute, I think it has to be. We'd have to be completely blindsided, I feel, to think anything else. I said in amongst group chats with friends that in January, the moment we slip into that bottom three, I don't see us getting out of it. And I think it's got nothing to do, and this alludes to a point that Simon made, I feel, maybe 10 minutes ago, about not necessarily having that quality, because it's clear that the quality hasn't been there this season. It's about having the fight and the mentality to actually pull yourself together, earn the money that you're being paid, and get yourself out of this and restore some sort of reputation that this football club has got. Unfortunately, I feel for us at the minute, we have too many players that have completely checked out. When the going got tough in and around January, February time, when you actually sat there and thought, we're in a bit of bother here, agents started appearing. Suddenly we've got Van der Ven doing interviews with his dad, and straight away you look at that and go, they're angling for moves already. We've got Paulina, who's on loan, who I actually really like, and I feel he's probably the closest one we've got to someone that's willing to stand up and fight and knows what it takes to try and win games of football. But when you look at, we've put up with Mr. Tickle in goal for most of the season. He's come out and started flirting back with Italy again.
Bournemouth will be on the lookout for a new manager this summer, with confirmation that Andoni Iraola is making way. talkSPORT's chief football correspondent is Alex Crook.
It's a decision that he relayed to the powers that be at the Vitality Stadium during the international break. Didn't want to become public knowledge before that huge win against Arsenal at the weekend, so as not to distract from on-field matters. But Iraola will be leaving Bournemouth when his contract expires at the end of the season.
In a statement, the Cherries place on record their sincere thanks for his Former Dortmund boss Marco Rose has emerged as the leading contender to replace Areola. talkSPORT understands Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna is also a potential option. There's more on that story on the live blog at talksport.com. Now we're hearing Manchester United are appealing Lisandro Martinez's hair-pull red card from their loss to Leeds last night. Former Leeds captain Gary McAllister reckons that win at Old Trafford has staved off the threat of relegation once and for all.
As much as they're 6 points clear of the bottom three, I think they should be at least pretty safe by the next couple of games.
Tonight we take you around the grounds for all the goals as they go in, with a close eye on Liverpool versus PSG. And Ben Stokes has played down suggestions of a breakdown in his relationship with Brendan McCullum. The England Test captain has admitted his partnership with the head coach will look a little bit different though. 2 series against New Zealand and Pakistan await this summer.
Ready? You will do this 4 times with the left, 4 with the right, then 8 times with both, then repeat.
Oh, tell you what, you're playing bangers today. For the break, ask a question. Who scored Liverpool's other goal in the Champions League final in 05? Gerrard, Alonso,
Spitzer?
Did he score Liverpool's first, second or third?
Well, Gerrard scored the first, Spitzer scored the second,
He did.
and Alonso scored... Alonso misses the penalty and smashes the rebound and he gets absolutely clattered. Also as well, by the way, we've spoken about it so many times. That penalty shootout, Dudek.
I mean, it's embarrassing. He's closer to the other goal than he is his own. Follow us at 7 Adrian Durham, the GOAT that is, takes you around the grounds, all the goals as they go in on a busy old night in Europe, and of course the EFL. And would you Adam and Eve it? Aid joins us now to look ahead to all of that and more. Aid, hello.
I've always wondered, when I've heard you two discussing that penalty shootout and Jersey Dudek, I've always thought, are they really saying there should be an asterisk next to Liverpool's name in that Champions League?
No, I just think that they should have the title stripped from them. No asterisk, Aid. Just take the trophy away from them. How are you, sir? You good? You well?
Oh, I'm all good. Recovered from Old Trafford last night. I'm watching Bent's old team, Ipswich, here at Portsmouth tonight. So, amazingly, we don't kick off till 8, but amazingly, Ipswich haven't been awarded any penalties yet. It's the biggest surprise of the night so far.
Definite penalty that
will come. That will happen.
I'm looking at the team. They're walking around on the pitch. One of them's just slipped, and I think the referee's reaching for his pocket. Red card, pen, absolutely.
Aid, you're better than that. Come on.
I'm not.
Yeah. But, do you know what, Aid? I'm guessing we'll start with that game, Ipswich versus Portsmouth. I mean, Ipswich have got 2 games in hand, Aid. If I expect them to beat Portsmouth, right? If they win the 2 games in hand, do you think that's it? Do you think they're promoted?
I think it is, yeah. I think that they're in such a strong position in second anyway, but then you look at the games in hand and they don't lose games, Ipswich, do they?
No.
They drop points here and there, they draw games. Others around them, Middlesbrough lost at the weekend, Millwall lost the game before. So, yeah, I'm looking at it. The only real fear is from Southampton, but Ipswich have got to drop a lot of points for Southampton to catch them. I can't see that happening. So Ipswich finishing second. I think this is huge for... Tonight is actually huge for Leicester, believe it or not, because Southampton take on Blackburn, just up the road from here. Portsmouth, Ipswich tonight. Pompey win, and they're on 48. Just imagine they win, right? They'll be on 48 points. Leicester, 7 points behind them. They'll be 5 points off safety, Leicester, and they can't win a game. Leicester, I mean, all of a sudden...
Madness.
And it's Portsmouth-Leicester, lunchtime on Saturday, live on talkSPORT 2. And if Leicester lose that, you're thinking, well, there's no way back. No. That's it. Surely they're gone.
Yeah. Before we move on, let me just remind everyone the game that you've just been talking about is live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. We'll have updates on, of course, talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2 regarding Liverpool's game. I don't know if you heard our chat about it earlier on. They're, of course, 2-0 down to PSG, who I think they're an exceptional team. But we have to take into consideration, it's a Tuesday night, under lights at Anfield, etc. I do feel, Aid, whoever gets the first goal tonight will win the game and go through. What do you make of it?
I think PSG will definitely score. Can Liverpool really score 3 goals to go? I can't see it. I can't see Liverpool getting through the tie, to be honest with you. PSG was so good last week, so good against Chelsea as well. They've just come to that point in the season where it's all clicking. Every touch, every throw in, every pass, it's happening, it's coming off for them. They look sensational. It should have been 4 or 5 first leg. And Liverpool just aren't there. And you talk about the midweek under the lights, European night and all that. Are the fans really on board with this team, with this manager at Liverpool? They might be before kick-off, but if it starts to go wrong, I wonder if they're going to stay with them. And it's not really a disrespect to the fans. I just think they've lost faith in Arne Slot and this Liverpool team, this Liverpool version of the team. I just think if they go a goal down, they'll realise that's it, and it will go a bit quiet.
Hey, something that might give the Liverpool fans a lift in there is if he starts Rio Ingamoa. Now, he's got a lovely goal at the weekend, and I get it, he's still young. But sometimes, when you're looking for that lift, and maybe tonight might be his night. I know it's the Champions League quarterfinals, and I understand all that. But Gakpo hasn't been doing it, you'd have to say, this season. And I think the place needs a spark. He might just be that player that can do that.
Well, I just heard you caller say he's an unknown quantity, and he will be an unknown quantity to PSG. Yeah, they'll have done a bit of homework, but they won't realise not just the impact he can have, but the impact he can have on the crowd as well. Once he starts flying, that first run, just how he starts the game, that first run with the ball down the wing, all of a sudden the crowd will be electrified, and that could impact and unsettle the PSG players a little bit. It might be something they're not expecting. So I would put him in the starting lineup. I think most Liverpool fans will put him in the starting lineup, and I'd love to know if Arne Slot doesn't start him tonight, what his logic is, because they do need something different, because let's face it, they were absolutely useless in Paris last week.
Yeah, they were. And I think the fact that PSG was so wasteful in front of goal, I think we've seen it before in certain games, and Liverpool being one of those. I remember when they played Barcelona, and was it 3-0 down from the first leg, and Barcelona missed chance after chance, and they just opened that door slightly, and Liverpool ran through it. I think PSG potentially, although I think PSG will go through, not absolutely putting the tie to bed in that first one, might come back to bite them.
Do you know what's really interesting there? There's a mirror image of what happened with Barcelona. When Barcelona were 3-0 up in the Nou Camp, Dembele playing for them, and he missed the sitter.
Tried to be too clever.
And then in Paris last week, he put one over the bar that he should have scored. And therefore, you know what happened the second leg. So that's something they can cling on to. Slot says they've got to have more of the ball, and they've got to do more in an attacking sense with it. He says they've got the players to do that. Well, they need to start expressing themselves big time.
Okay. Hey, before I let you go, me and Bentley and the team were talking in the break there in the gallery. Favourite condiment? What's top of your list? You can only have one. Ooh. What are you going for? I'm going ketchup.
Oh.
Bentley, what are you going for?
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Producer Joe went mayonnaise. Wasn't comfortable with that one.
That's a bit posh.
Yeah, well, he is, and he thinks he is.
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
What are you going for, Aid?
Salad cream, I think. Just ordinary salad cream.
That is top draw, that.
Thank you.
People try and go, it's the same as mayonnaise. It's not.
No chance.
I've never heard anyone's reaction to the word salad cream like the one I just heard from you.
I swear to you.
That is top draw,
Unbelievable salad cream.
Yeah, salad
Two
cream.
slices of bread, salad cream in the middle, that's a perfect sandwich. Or 2 slices of bread, salad cream on both slices and crisps in the middle, whatever flavour.
Crisps.
Or tuna. Bit of tuna in there as well.
All of it, yeah, absolutely. And salad cream goes with literally every salad cream on chips. Oh my days.
Joe has coleslaw with his curry.
Well, he's an idiot.
I know. Oh, sorry, I meant mayonnaise.
He's doing the marathon, isn't he? Well, look at, he's an idiot.
That's nothing to do with the fact he's doing the marathon, right? He's just an idiot.
He's doing it for a good cause, and I hope you've all sponsored him as well.
Yeah, we have actually.
Some of us twice.
Yeah, but some of us used to be on 75 grand a week for 4 years at Spurs. That weren't me. With goal bonuses, by the way. That weren't me. Just in case people. Aid, always a pleasure and an honour.
Be lucky.
Enjoy the game. Thanks, man. You like that, do you? Salad cream.
Yeah, don't lie about that.
What?
That's lies.
Was it more?
No, it wasn't actually.
I know it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Bang on.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, salad cream's incredible.
Do you know what I'm chucking in? Mint sauce. I love mint sauce.
I get that,
but you can only have it with certain things.
Yeah.
Lamb, obviously, I have it with chicken.
Yeah, but you're a weirdo. Mint sauce with chicken is
I love it.
Terrible.
I love it. But ketchup. Cold ketchup from the fridge.
Horrible.
It's not horrible, is it?
Like, that would, if I had a bacon bap.
Yeah.
Ketchup would be last in terms of the condiment. Brown sauce is one.
I've never had brown sauce.
Lovely.
And the smell of it.
Brown sauce.
You had tell everyone what you had today.
Bacon, sausage and egg sandwiches.
What was it in? Was it in tiger bread?
No, I don't want to cut my mouth. You know.
Were you 4 or something?
No, you know that. You know they get the soft rolls, like fresh,
and then you push it all down the egg.
Oh, it trickles out the back. Beautiful, it was absolutely beautiful. But I think one of mine would be either salad cream or would be either regular sauce, salad cream, or
you choose one. Choose one. Everyone else has chosen.
Probably brown sauce.
You like a bit of brown sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. Time now to preview tonight's European football action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
Yeah, Prens. You got a problem with the word Prens?
My mate Robert just messaged me. Salad cream and chicken chow mein. Unbelievable.
Hold on, let me work. Salad cream?
And chicken chow mein.
Oh, no.
You've never tried salad cream?
I have tried. I said brown sauce I've never tried.
Oh, do you like salad cream?
Yeah. It's very similar, though, to...
mayo.
It is.
No, it's not.
What's the difference?
The taste.
Yeah, but...
The texture.
I reckon I could put both in front of you on something and you wouldn't know the difference.
I would know within half a second.
Who's Arthur?
Now, like the mayonnaise is a bit thick and it doesn't really... salad cream comes up nicely.
Tastes the same.
It doesn't taste the same.
All right, we'll try it tomorrow. We'll do the salad cream taste. All right?
Yep.
That'd be interesting if you can only watch it. Right, time for our feature, Clutching at Score on Drive. We've got this to go through, right? This takes days. Weren't you meant to play this when I said time?
Clutching at Score
right,
on Champions League Drive.
That's the one, yeah. Every week on Drive, Bent and I have been picking 3 games from that week's fixtures to predict the score. If we correctly predict the result of the game, we'll get 1 point. If we get the score bang on, we'll get 3. Throughout the season, we'll be telling up our score until we eventually have a winner. I don't really care who wins this. I just think it's a fun game.
Nah, see,
now, last...
No, Joe, no, it's embarrassing.
Don't need
when we were drawing, he was all in. Now he's 4 points behind me again.
I haven't seen the score yet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's sort of irrelevant who wins it. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Right. Cundy stood in for you last time. Picked 3 points up with 3 correct results. Meanwhile, I picked up just a point. All that means the scores are AJ People's Champion 22. DB and Bentley, so you're getting help. DB and Cundy, 26, 4 points. Right. I'm guessing we've picked similar games.
Yep.
3 this week. What have you picked? Just tell me the teams you picked first without the score.
Arsenal Sporting.
Yeah, I've got that.
Liverpool PSG.
Yeah, I've got that.
Atleti Barca.
Oh, I've gone for the other one, Munich Real.
Okay.
So, what's your first one?
So my first one is Arsenal Sporting.
Okay, I'll do that as my first one.
I've gone 2-0 Arsenal.
Have you?
Yeah.
You don't concede?
No.
I've gone 1-1.
Okay, nice. We thought we'd get smashed 3-1 in the first leg.
Yeah, but then I watched them, and they didn't impress me as much as I thought they were. Going into that game, it's like they haven't been beaten for 57 years at home.
Yeah. And you think it's 1-1 at the Emirates?
I think they'll nick a goal. They have to try and get something.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
But I think you'll go through.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go next?
I've gone Liverpool PSG.
All right, I've got that. So Liverpool 2-0 down.
Yeah, I've gone Liverpool 2-1.
Okay, I've gone PSG 3-1.
Okay, nice. So 5-1 in aggregate?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think PSG's fun. Liverpool have to push for goals.
Okay, so Liverpool score first.
Then it's a different story, but I don't think they will.
Okay.
But as I said, if Liverpool score first, I think they'll go through. I've gone Munich Real Madrid in my last one.
What a game that is.
So Munich are 2-1 up.
Yep.
I think 2-2. I think there'll be goals everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Desmond Douglas, 2-2.
Lovely. My last one is Atleti versus Barca.
What's the score in that currently? Atleti winning, right?
Yeah, they are. I think, is it 2-0?
Yeah.
I've got Atleti to win 3-1.
Wow, you think Barca are out?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Is that who you've got next?
Yeah. We also played the winner of this tie.
See, what annoys me about that is Barca had a player sent off in the first game.
Yeah.
And I thought, I bet the best team don't get through, and that's because there's a red card and you're going to have an easy route to the final.
Wait, whoever we play in this Sporting's not going to be easy.
You'd rather have them than PSG.
Obviously, but do you know what I mean?
Or Bayern Munich.
I'm not going to say that because people say Arsenal fans arrogant. So
no, it's truth.
No, Atletico or Barca. Okay. If we get past Sporting, will be a difficult game.
Liverpool PSG, I've gone 1-3. Arsenal Sporting 1-1. And Munich Real Madrid 2-2.
Arsenal versus Sporting 2-0 Arsenal. Liverpool versus PSG 2-1 Liverpool. Atleti versus Barca 3-1 Atleti.
All right, good work. That was, so look at tonight's European action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
We got for me, Dave.
Charlie, brown sauce with bubble and squeak. Nothing beats it. And he put PS, Tiger bread 100% cuts your gums. Told you.
How you eat? I've had Tiger bread since I was a kid.
No, the crust.
How you eating it?
No, you take a bite and you know the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
You catch the crust. It cuts it, man.
I've never had. Joe's saying that as well. I've never had that problem.
You probably cut the crust off, don't you?
No, my mum does that.
Yeah. But no, yeah. Tiger.
What's bubbling sweet? Mash and what?
Oh dear. Is that like? No, that's liquor.
Cabbage and swede.
What's the green stuff?
Say liquor.
No, what's that green stuff? The liquor, innit?
What?
No, the pie and liquor is the green stuff, innit?
What is in bubble and squeak?
I have no idea.
What is it? Anyone know? You could. Oh, brilliant! You can do what you want. I'll put chicken chow mein in it. Do what you want. Bubbles quick, please. I've done what I want. It's chips. There you go. It's chips, though. No. Joe said I can do what I want. So today, chips will be Bubble and Squeak.
It's going to be some summer of change, isn't it, for Liverpool?
Again, yeah, massive. It's. Do
you think Slot might be part of that summer of change?
No chance. Honestly, I don't say that lightly, but the amount of Liverpool supporters I know are on the same page. The hierarchy aren't daft. They're not stupid. Finishing fifth for Liverpool, I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Irrelevant of the mitigating circumstances.
It might get you Champions League.
Well, it will, and financially that's good, but where they're at is nowhere near. They're nowhere near it. They're only going to probably only get fifth because of other teams failing below them.
How many times did you play for Liverpool? Ballpark figure?
240, 250.
240, 250. So you must have the absolute utmost admiration for Andy. 373 appearances for the club. He came for 8 million from Hull.
Yeah, but the respect comes from not only his longevity, it's the level of his performance during that period. His numbers are phenomenal, and he's been. I think he's been underrated. I don't think he's ever, in all the success Liverpool have had. Yes, there's times where he's had some plaudits, but it's more been Trent.
Yeah,
you know, the front three on the Klopp, all that's the Henderson, the captain, fantastic. Robbo's gone under, and there's the other thing as well. Last thing on him, it's no coincidence Virgil hasn't been himself because he hasn't had Robbo next to him. That's definitely a factor.
So. Heart says Liverpool, PSG.
No, my heart doesn't even. They're not. PSG are here.
You've given up in them because PSG are PSG.
I'd be amazed if they turned it around.
Champions League Drive is what we are. This is talkSPORT. I'm Andy Goldstein. He's Darren Bent. We're in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Follow us at 7 Adrian Durham takes you around the grounds all the goals as they go in on a busy old night of European football and, of course, football, the EFL. Liverpool, they're looking to turn things around against PSG. Team news for that is in. Matt Jones has all the details. Jonesy, good evening to you.
Good evening. Yeah, Liverpool make 5 changes from the win over Fulham on Saturday. The headline is a return for Alexander Isak. It's his first start for 4 months, and he replaces none other than Mo Salah. Elsewhere, Andy Robertson, Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo and Saturday's hero Rio Ungamoa are out. Milos Kerkez, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Hugo Ekitike coming in. So it's Marmadashvili, then a back four of Frimpong, Kanate, Van Dijk and Kerkez. McAllister and Gravenberch join Szoboszlai in midfield, while it's Wirtz, Ekitike and Isak up top. As for PSG, they're unchanged from the game in Paris, where, of course, they got that 2-0 win. No game for them at the weekend. Safanov's in goal, then a back four of Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho and Mendes. Zaire, Emery, Vitinho and João Neves make up the midfield, with Doué, Dembele and Kvaratskhelia up top. It's Liverpool against PSG at Anfield.
Quick thanks. A quick word about that.
Yeah, I think must be Ekitike or Wirtz. Of course, they're going to be 2 wide players, but yeah. I think maybe Ekitike from the right, Wirtz from the left.
Yeah, Salah on the bench. Thanks for that, Matt. Elsewhere, Atletico Madrid, they host Barcelona. Alex Crook has all the details ahead of that one. Crookie, good evening.
Good evening, boys. Barcelona with it all to do after last week's 2-0 defeat in the Nou Camp. The visitors without the suspended Pau Kabasi, who's sending off, really changed the course of that game. In comes Eric Garcia, deputising as centre-back, while Ferran Torres is preferred to Robert Lewandowski up top. Atleti rested 10 players for their weekend defeat at Sevilla. All the big hitters return, though. The home side go with Musso in goal, Molina, Longley, Lenormand and Ruggeri the back four. Simeone, Llorente, Koke and Lookman make up midfield, with Griezmann, Alvarez in attack for Barcelona. Joan Garcia is the goalkeeper. Koundé, Martin, Eric Garcia and Cancelo the back four. Pedri and Gavi in front of them. Yamal, Lopez and Olmo in behind Torres up front. There will be at least one Spanish side in the semi-finals, but will it be Atletico Madrid or Barcelona?
That's Crookie in the Championship. Portsmouth, they host Ipswich. It's live over on talkSPORT 2. Ian Dante has all the team news ahead of that one. Dante, good evening.
Evening to you, Andy. Darren, 4 changes for Portsmouth, who are 1 point above the relegation zone in the Championship. Shaughnessy, Segicic, Swift and Ali come into the side. So Schmidt in goal, Devlin, Poole, Shaughnessy and Williams at the back. Pack and Dazelle holding in midfield, then Segicic, Swift and Ali behind. Bishop in attack. No, Connor Chaplin can't play against his parent club. Ipswich, you make 5 changes from the win over Norwich. Kipre, Neil, McAteer, Nunez and Clark come in. Davis is missing. His wife has had a baby. Walton is the keeper. Furlong, O'Shea, Kipre and Greaves then the back four. Matasiwa and Neil holding. Then McAteer, Nunez and Clark behind Hurst in attack. Underway at 8 o'clock, live on talkSPORT 2 at Fratton. Portsmouth against Ipswich Town.
Thanks, that's finally Southampton host Blackburn. Simon Hill has team news ahead of that one. Simon, good evening.
Good evening. Southampton, the form team in the Championship. 5 straight wins, part of a 17-game unbeaten run in all competitions. Tonight they take on a somewhat rejuvenated Blackburn Rovers, who are 5 unbeaten themselves. The Saints have made 5 changes. Out go Casper Yander, Flynn and Ross Stewart and Finn Azaz, who took a knock in the last game. In come Cam Bragg, Shea Charles, Matsuki, Cameron Archer and also Kyle Larin. They line up Peretz in goal, then it's Bree, Harwood-Bellis, Stevens the captain, Manning, Charles, Bragg, Fellows, Matsuki, Archer and Larin. That's the Saints 11. Rovers make 5 changes as well, including a full debut for former Saint Nathan Redmond. Pickering, Gardner, Hickman, Montgomery and Jorgensen all return as well. They line up Toth in goal, Alabiosu, Atchison, McLaughlin the captain, Pickering, Ribeiro, Montgomery, Gardner, Hickman, Baraji, Redmond and Jorgensen. A big 6-pointer with ramifications for both ends of the Championship tonight. Southampton against Blackburn at St Mary's.
Good work. Thank you for that reminder. Sports Bar take your calls on another busy night of football from around about 10:15. Guess who's in the studio? Yeah, you know it is. The person who no one cares about. You right, Bill?
Hello.
What have you done today?
Loads of work, actually.
Honestly. Pointless question. Yeah. We've only got about a minute and a half. What are we doing, Bill?
Yeah, very quick guess the intro. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
You, if you want, you'll hear the beat start of a song.
Yeah, you stop beating him up.
I'll beat him up.
Wrong, man.
I know, guess the intro. You play a song, we got to guess the intro.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not guess the intro, it's guess the song.
Yeah, I'll change the name.
Yeah, okay.
Andy, do you want to go first?
I'm ready to go, Jack. DB first.
AG first.
Here we go.
Blondie. I can't remember what it's.
Hurry.
Nothing. Heart of glass.
Love.
Done. Heart of glass.
It's Heart of Glass, actually.
Oh, okay. Heart of glass.
Yeah.
Benny, you ready?
Yep.
That's it.
Jackson 5.
Quickly.
Blaming on the boogie.
Yeah, correct. Well done.
Bogey. Blame on the bogey.
Boogie.
All right.
1-0.
All right, it's irrelevant.
Round 2.
Madonna. Vogue.
Yeah, well done.
Jesus.
Well done.
All right, Jack, we get it.
All right, Jack, we get it. We're going off air in about 30 seconds.
Benny, you ready? Round 2.
Dizzy Rascal, fix up, look sharp.
That's good.
Aye!
Last round. Last round. Come on, let's go.
Round
Quick.
3.
Beatles. I want to hold your hand.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you.
Benny for the win, I think.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Night, everyone. Busy night of football. We'll see you tomorrow at 4. Stay with talkSPORT. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
Crazy in love.
One thing I did think, though, was I looked at City at Chelsea yesterday, and when they stepped up a gear in the second half, I thought Cherky was fantastic.
Yes,
second
he was.
half as well. He gives you something totally different. But what I was going to say was the depth of that squad, that they can bring on Phil Foden and Savinho. They can leave Mamouche and Reinders sitting on the bench twiddling their fingers, you know.
Yeah.
I think that squad, Arsenal have got a great squad too, but I just think that squad depth could be the key in the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. That again, they were so impressive second half. I mean, Jeremy Doku, when I'm watching him, Jeff, I love Live the